Microphone. Okay, now everybody should hear us. Yeah, I
Can
accidentally
you hear
clicked
us
on,
now?
Yeah, they can hear us. I accidentally clicked on the news thing. That's amazing. Hang on, guys. I'm getting Rumble set up. Hold on. We did this like super last minute here. Okay, there's Rumble. That's good.
Are we good?
Jeez, I need a fucking haircut. Holy shit. All right, so cheers to you. Hang on. I'm going to put on my hat. My hair is brutal. Hang on, guys. 1 second. I assume everybody can hear us. Who's here? We got Dave Vogel saying, man, what a freaking bourbon champ supporter, man.
Thank you.
What's up, friends? Hey, 6 Hour, how you doing? I need an extra pour after watching my Irish go down to defeat. Oh, I'm sorry, Stymie.
Ouch.
Cheers, thanks for being here. Gandy Road is here as well. Major Zero, Adam, look at you, man.
Hey.
Still at the band competition, but cheers. Dude, it's got to be like 10:35 your time?
They play late.
A band competition?
You'd be surprised what
Good
how late kids are at
Lord.
school nowadays.
Matt Hunter, we want the Southern Belle, yeah. Hey, so speaking of her, she finally started her YouTube channel. If you go to her link tree is what it is.
I think so.
Yeah, if you go to her link tree, or just go to YouTube and search Southern Belle Bourbon, you'll find it. She doesn't have any videos yet, but she at least made the thing. Hey, Troy, how you doing? Solid port. Okay, all right, hang on. Let me put my hat on 1 second. Now we have an interesting topic tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, the topic that we've got tonight, okay? You have, what is hitting me? Hang on a minute. What is going on here? All right, this is my WhiskeyWisdom hat. It was, there's something
Difficulty?
weird there. No. I thought there was like a little thing, weird thing in there. All right, so my wife has no idea what we're going to go over tonight. We're going to try something new.
Yeah, we kind of threw some stuff around, but I got busy watching
This was like
something
so
on
last minute. So
Netflix.
I've got some notes here. Oh, by the way, on one of the streams, I talked about how my wife is in love with LL Cool J.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes? What do you mean, no?
I saw a thing online where...
No, hold on. She's in love with LL Cool J. And I mentioned this on like one of the streams. Hang on, let me go live on Facebook. I forgot to go live on Facebook too. This is just really, really becoming a Whiskey Wisdom live stream.
I only know like one of his songs.
Anyways, and so before we came down here, she was like, "Oh, LL Cool J was in the news." I was like, "I bet he was."
No, because
I bet he was. All right, so first of all, cheers to us while our child is asleep. Hopefully, I don't know how long we're gonna have, but we are kind of in the same situation. Okay, I guess you're drinking without me. That's cool.
Yep.
I guess we're in the same situation as Lauren was. What did you think about Lauren? Did you watch the show?
Wasn't able to watch it all because I had to pick up a kid from football.
Don't think any have seen Matt without a hat. You have hair. Oh, dude, I got hella hair, dude.
Yes.
My dad lost his hair. Dad, if you're watching, sorry, I love you. I think he told me when he was like 16, like really young.
Yeah, you told me he was young.
He at least started balding when he was like very young. My my grandfather bald on my dad's side. Mm-hmm. My grandfather on my mom's side bald. My mom's brother bald. Every male from both family trees bald. Somehow.
You got the gene.
Somehow.
Hair.
I have hella hair. And I'm so paranoid about it. Every time I go get a haircut, I'm like, am I going bald? And my hairstylist is like, you're not going bald. And she does the same thing to me, too. She's like, stop asking.
Although I have to say...
what? Are you going to tell me I got a bald spot going on? You're going to freak me the fuck out live?
Our sons. I better hope they got your gene in that.
I hope so, man.
Because my dad's bald. My mother's father,
yeah.
I think.
Oh,
so
Dave...
hair.
This isn't big. Well, okay. Actually, I take that back. I did find one place that sells this, Turtle Creek in Alpharetta. So Sean got me both of these. I got barrel 4 and this is barrel 3. I have not found barrel 2 or barrel 1 yet. I did find a second barrel 3 local to me. Bless you.
Thank you.
And freaking Laura was sneezing on the whole stream. What was going on? Is this
I
the
don't
bourbon
know.
sneezes?
I just took a drink of that. I was like,
are we all like virtually bourbon sneezing each other now? And Dave, yes, I absolutely love this. This is like absolutely great. Bald is beautiful. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we got going on real quick. All right. Now again, Whiskey Wisdom After Dark. For those of you guys who don't know, we already do all kinds of bourbon shit all throughout the week.
Yes.
Whiskey this, bourbon this. Now we're still going to drink on the show, but we're trying to do something a little more adult themed. Okay. This one's going to be interesting. Okay, and we got 10 people watching. So you guys play along, okay? We're gonna try. I'm gonna try playing videos. This is gonna be new. I hope that the audio works. This is a video. This is like a media presentation, okay?
Okay.
Now this is a conspiracy theory. All right. Now here's what I want you to do, and our audience who's watching, or if you're watching this on replay, then I want you guys to do this too, okay? What I want you to do, and then Adam. If we go long enough, or Troy or whoever, if you guys want to hop on in a minute, that's cool too. I know we've been doing live streams all day. You guys might be live stream exhausted by now, but anyways, okay. So I want you to start with 0% to 100%. 100% is I 100% believe this conspiracy thery. Okay. 0% is this is total bullshit.
Okay. And do I need to tell why?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. That's part of the fun. We're gonna have a conversation about it, right?
Okay.
I have a whole journey we are gonna take. 2 pages of a journey. Okay. It's not gonna be very long, but I got 2 pages of a journey, and each one of these numbers here, see these numbers? These are break points where I'm gonna say, okay, what's your percent now? And if it goes up, if you're like, oh, you know what? 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever. Okay. Until we get to the end of the journey. And then you're going to give me your final, is this bullshit or is this a real conspiracy?
Alrighty.
Okay? All right.
I'm game.
Okay. Same with you guys out there in the audience. We got, I don't know how many people we got at Rumble, but we got 4 people on Rumble, 10 people YouTube, and I don't know how many people on Facebook. Just opened my blood. Oh, Dustin Aguilera from Facebook. Just opened my blood. I was just actually looking. I don't know. Oh, we got 2 people. 2 people on Facebook. Okay.
Hi, 2.
So not a lot. We got 2, 2 Facebook, 4 Rumble, and now 9 on YouTube. So what is that? 9, 10, 11, 12, I don't know. Around
I
15
can't
people.
math it.
So Dustin,
11
yeah,
o'clock
Dustin
at night.
Aguilera, Facebook just opened my blood, number 9, and it is amazing. Cheers, Dustin. I appreciate you joining. Stick around. We're going to go through conspiracy theories if you haven't heard what I just said, my little soliloquy. All right, so let me cut over. Let me get rid of the chat. I'm going to cut over to the browser screen. And for those of you guys in the chat, we're going to do an audio test. I need you guys to tell me if you can hear the audio, okay? All right, so let's move over to browser. Okay.
Well, I hear it too.
You should. Okay, hang on. So, I mean, you better. It's like.
Tell me what percent I can't hear it.
Okay, here we go. So can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys out there in, hey, Blix. Okay, Zach, so you can hear the video?
He can't hear you.
Okay, so that's my son. my son's, he must have headphones on. Okay, he can hear the video. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right, so here we go. So, you ready? Are you guys ready to dig in? Hang on, I haven't even drank yet. Let's get my first sip, because this is wild. This is wild, okay? This is
Should
what
I burst your bubble and tell you I think I've seen this video?
The whole video?
I don't know if all of it, but it looks familiar.
If you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen the whole video, then maybe this will be interesting. But let's relive it, all right?
Okay. Again, I'm game.
Oh, Zach says he's seen this before. It's a weird rabbit hole. Okay.
Don't spoil it, son.
Andrew Dawson, he's an avid TikToker, okay?
Okay.
And he was traveling to work or somewhere. Okay. He's in Canada, okay? So while he's driving in his truck, he spots something on the top of a mountain that looks like a giant.
Okay.
Okay? So here's the first video that he records and posts on TikTok. You ready?
Ready.
All right, we're gonna react to this. So he's in, yeah, it's not super stabilized.
What is it? It's a person, dude.
Right here. Okay, Troy's at 0.
I mean, I would need to know how big this mountain is, first and foremost. I have no
Well, just hang on. He's in.
Dude, if you seen what I seen right now,
Okay.
I hate videos
All right,
like this.
all right. Let me pause it. Okay, all right. So first of all, that's hilarious. Troy's like 0%. That's great. That's perfect. That's perfect. 0%. Look,
he understood the assignment.
You understood the assignment. Dave said Bigfoot. There was actually a bunch of Bigfoot things in this too, but I left all the Bigfoot stuff out because it was going to make this way too long. Okay, so what are you with Troy? Are you at 0%?
I'm probably there because I have a lot of questions.
So 0% means you 100% think that was not a giant on the mountain, right?
Not until I know more information.
No, listen, I agree with you. I'm around 0% right now too. Okay. So this was recorded on, and the dates are quasi-important. And y'all, if you don't have a drink and you're not sitting down, maybe take just a second to get a drink and sit down because this gets wild. This gets wild. All right, so this was recorded on April 9th, 2022. So like a year and 5 months ago. All right. Andrew, he's the guy driving, Andrew Dawson, this important name to remember. He was one driving. He says that he saw the thing like moving, right? It's hard to tell in the camera, but he saw it like moving. And from the perspective of how far back they were, this figure would have to be like a giant in order to do that, right? So he had a friend in the truck, okay? And the friend was at Troy level, 0%. He's like, this is bullshit, okay? So the TikTok commenters start flooding the video. Get closer to the mountain, closer to the mountain, closer to the mountain, closer to the mountain. So he does. Video number 2, okay? Now we're going to have another check after video number 2. All right, here we go.
we are on our way. We're gonna go find somewhere closer, and I'm gonna set my camera on something so you guys aren't complaining how shaky it is in the truck. Because, yeah, internet has no chill.
The internet has no chill.
We're just gonna try to get closer.
Okay, so not a lot in that thing. So what's relevant in that video?
But that video, he seems further away than this video.
Yeah, but what's relevant in this? Hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me go to video 3. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna use this as a
Okay, so here's video 3. Okay.
tripod to try to keep it steady for you guys, and it's not even there anymore, too.
Okay, so he goes back, and Dave's friend, or excuse me, Andrew's friend, said he thought it was like a tower. He was like, that's a tower, that's a structure, that's something.
Okay.
So now he's back and records it, and there's nothing there this time. Okay? All right, so hang on. We haven't even started on the wild rabbit hole yet. All right, so there's nothing there now. Right?
That's where it was yesterday.
Nope.
I spoke to some locals, and it comes and goes, apparently. I don't know. See, that's me trying to keep it super steady with something. There we go. Do you know how hard it is to keep it steady when zoomed in all the way?
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard him, but he said, I talked to the locals, and they claim that it comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. Okay, so now we've got something that was there, something that is not there. So the only information that we can deduce from that is that it's not a permanent fixture on the mountain. Like something was there and something's not there. What percent are you at now that was a giant?
I'm still 0 because
Still 0.
This is very.
Oh shit, there's a ton of chat here. Honestly, didn't really think it was real because how far it was, it'd be almost possible to see normally. I can't believe the chat wasn't scrolling here. Bailey HH 0.0001%. Just listen, Bailey, grab a drink because shit gets wild, my man. Shit gets wild. Dave is still at 0, even as wasted as he is. Okay, Dave, we're gonna catch up with you at the end of this, buddy. TikTok, it's not gonna be 100%. Yeah, I hear you. Bigger drinks. Yeah, okay. Talking to somebody else. Oh shit! He went down in belief. So the structure, so whatever's there is gone, and Bailey went down. Okay, fine. Oh, Dave is here. Hey, Dave. Okay, Dave 0. Dave, hang on, buddy. Get yourself some 13th Colony, some scotch, whatever. 0%. I'll check back in with you too, Mr. Hofstadter, and see. Image moving around that much decreases credibility. Look at all the bourbon hunt videos. People can get a hold of cameras to record. Yeah, Troy. I agree. Oh man, I'm so angry I didn't buy that on Seal Box. So angry. Well, I hope you're enjoying that, Dave. Okay, fair enough. So nobody has really changed. Everybody's about 0%. Bailey went down somehow.
This just.
Okay, if it was a giant on the snowpack, there would be an avalanche. Yeah, okay, maybe. There was actually a video where they had some kind of figure walking up the mountain, but I couldn't really validate whether it tied into the time frame of this, so I left that out. So okay, all right. Well, look, let's move on because we got 12 videos to watch and we're on video 4. Okay, so he decides to go. What video are we on? Are we on video? We're on video 3.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
You what?
I think this is making me sneeze.
You're sneezing again?
I almost sneezed
Lauren,
again.
what have you done? What have you done to the bourbon community?
I know.
C-Box is great unless you want your shipment within 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, Dave, the other Dave H, I think he said he had some pretty good luck with the shipment. I had some good luck with it too. I ordered, actually I ordered the, what did I order from them? I ordered something from Sealbox. It may have been the Glendronach, and it got here pretty quick. Ordered on Friday, typically arrives 7 to 10 days. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, all right, anyways, listen. So everybody in the comments calls him out too. Everybody's like, bullshit, 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 right?
Yeah.
So he decides to drive up the mountain, okay?
How can he drive?
What do you mean, how can you drive up a mountain? Cheers, Jeff. Jeff, if you're just joining us, we're going over conspiracy theories, and buckle up, buddy.
Why didn't he drive up the mountain to begin with?
Because he wants to go to the top of the mountain.
He wants to take 5 days to go to the top of the mountain that he could just drive
there's
up.
a road. He's not hiking it. There's a road. There's a road. Cheers, Jeff. So he goes to a public road.
I'm just too logical.
Well, this is a logical thing. He's going to go invest. All right, so listen. So here he records himself driving up a public road. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I just got stopped by some...
Oh, hang on, sorry. So, okay, so hang on. I got my videos out of order here. My notes are a little bit goofy. So the first video you're about to see is him saying that he tried to go up the public road, okay? And this is him recording a video after he got home from trying to go up the public road, okay? But don't worry, there's a video of him going up this road too. But all right, so here's what he says.
I just got stopped by some CIA agents. He told me to turn around and said I'm trespassing. I said it's a public area, like a public park or whatever. Some local told me to take this path. I didn't get it on camera, but I'm going to go again tomorrow and be prepared to be filming right now because he stopped the vehicle. His truck was blocking it. Said some environmental issue was going on. I don't know. He told me to go back and said I was trespassing. I don't get it. It was awkward, but I'm going back again tomorrow to see if he's not there. But if he is there, I will keep a camera. I will film because the only angle I could get that I found today is the one I just posted earlier, and there wasn't even anything there. But I don't understand why the road's blocked off. I don't know.
Okay, now, couple things. And man, Laura, looking at this guy 0%, ouch, first of all, ouch. I think he's like an okay looking dude.
What about how he looks?
Well, he doesn't look crazy. He doesn't look like he's like doing lines under the thing. He's got tats. He may be military. I mean, he doesn't look crazy to me. So, okay. So, order blue, they're talking about seal box. So, couple things. CIA is not Canadian.
Yeah, mounted police.
Right. So,
whatever they
so
have.
it's interesting that he picked CIA, right? So I'm like, But again, maybe that's just like an acronym that people go to because of Hollywood. You know, like I could see people just being like, the CIA was there.
People are, I don't think, like they know who their levels of
Dave H.
things are.
Dave H. Just hang in there, buddy. Make sure you got enough Nulu Apple. Just hang in there because the chasing clicks gets answered. Just hold on. Looks like he might be from Georgia 0%. Damn, Troy.
I'm still that.
Damn, wearing the Sean ponytail, trashing on Georgians. I got a sharp knife in my pocket, by the way. Actually, I got something else that I'm not going to show because we'll get demonetized. Okay, so are you still at 0%? What does that look for? Still 0%. Okay. Not even like 1%?
It makes no sense.
Okay, so
logically.
just to recap.
I have.
So, okay, just to recap for people joining, records what he thinks is a giant on a mountain, goes back, records again, it's gone. Now he's recording a video saying he tried to go up the mountain and the CIA stopped him. All right, that's where we are.
Driving and listening.
Driving and listening. Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, Adam. All right, so we are moving on to the next video. All right, you ready? This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Bless you, Zach. Man, everybody, what is going on, Laura?
All right, I woke up extra early today. We're actually going to go on an adventure. It's currently 5:30 in the morning. I'm going to see if he's there early in the morning and see if I can get up a little bit. Look at all these mountains I got. They are everywhere around here too. That's the one. All right, let's go.
Okay, right? So now he's going back to this road. Cute dog, 5%. Boom! Laura's 5% now. Okay. So now he's going back to this road to see if he can record the CIA agent that stopped him.
I'm not even
and listen, hang on, listen.
5:30 in the morning?
He left hella early, right? So just, okay.
It better be a damn monster if I'm going to get up at
Let's move on.
5:30
So now he's traveling back to the mountain, and he records this in the sky on the way to the mountain. You ready?
Okay.
So they're extracting something out of here. There's 2 helicopters. What the fuck?
I don't know what you
Okay,
just
so
did.
it's hard to tell in the video, like without zooming in, but there are 2, like those helicopters that have like the dual blades that are used for like lifting
I need to see
like heavy machinery. You need to
like,
see what?
Like exactly
What
the
the helicopter was?
Yeah, that was a short video of little help of gaining upper sit point.
Okay. All right, I got you, babe. Hang on.
I mean, helicopters fly all the time.
Yeah, but the point though is that he's going to the I think there's like a zoom. Yeah, interactive zoom. Okay, this is like the best I'm gonna be able to do on this.
Can you just play the next video?
There it is. So there's a helicopter there. That's like the best I can zoom here.
So they're extracting something.
See, and now there's another one. Do you see how something's hanging off the helicopter? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of here. There's 2 helicopters. What the fuck?
Okay, you see it?
Yeah.
So there's a helicopter, and it's those helicopters with like the dual. I don't know what they're called. The one.
Bicopter?
I don't know. Whatever. The
Bi
ones that are
means
the
two,
ones that are
right?
used for like heavy lifting, right? Okay. So anyway, so he's going back to the mountain, and right 5:30 in the morning. He's still traveling there, and he runs into two helicopters, forklifting something out of there. All right.
Okay,
Chinook.
thank
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Helicopters fly over my house every day.
Laura,
Laura, I can appreciate your skepticism, Laura. I can appreciate it. Just bear with us. Just bear with us. The power of suggestion. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do a sanity check. Is everybody still at 0? You're still at 0. Not even 1.
I haven't seen enough to prove anything.
Okay. They're extracting Major Zero, who is holding 2 stacks.
That's your next part of your video.
Yeah, really.
That would be awesome.
Wow, Bailey is going down. Okay, Bailey, just stick with it. Don't bail out. Just Bailey, don't bail.
Speed this up because
Bailey,
I'm
don't
about
bail.
to be with Bailey.
Dave is still at 0. Okay, all right, fair enough.
That's-
All right. Would you just relax? Like, have a drink and chill.
I've been having
Okay,
a drink for that more.
Okay, so he gets to the mountain. Okay, so in this video he's headed there. Sees helicopters. Gets to the mountain, looks around.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Laura,
I'm trying to take a drink of this. I'm like,
Laura,
last
are you
time
good? You want to go ahead
Yeah,
and sneeze?
last time I checked, I'm not allergic to pineapple, so.
Okay, so he gets to the mountain and looks around, doesn't see any monsters, and decides to leave the mountain. Okay. And on his way out, he decides to go on the road that he was stopped at last time. All right? So here's that video.
Which we're taking him at his word.
The guy's here again.
Oh, shit's getting real. Shit's
Are you
getting
sure this isn't 5:30
Shit's
at
getting
night?
just hold on.
going on?
This really went dark fast.
Hang on. You got to be quiet. Hang on.
What's going on?
Road's closed. Turn around.
Really?
Yeah, man. Just.
So I don't know if you guys out there could hear that, but the voice said, "Roads closed, turn around." That's what the voice said.
Turn around.
Really?
Yeah, man. Just turn around, please.
Okay. Have a good night, man. So that was fucked up. There he is. I'm driving past him again. Just turned around. I don't understand why it's closed off though. It's a fucking public park or public road or whatever.
All right. So now we have some evidence that some car was on a road due to the flashlight, told him to turn around. Definitely. Now, hang on. In defense of like the bullshit meter, that didn't sound very copish or authoritarian. Like normally cops have this very distinctive style of speaking, and that guy was like, "Roads closed, turn around."
Should I tell everyone the story about how we got pulled over by a fake cop?
No, we can talk about that later. So, anyways, now we have a little bit of evidence of what he said.
Okay.
Are you still at 0%?
Yes.
How is this chat not catching up? This is really annoying. Mountain Pass is closed in the winter. Weird. Troy is just really hating on this. All right, sounded like a shiner protecting their cook. Okay, yeah, maybe. God, say my name. What the hell was his name? Walter White. Yeah, but what was his name what was his like cook name? Oh my God, is this really happening?
I never
right now?
watched it, so.
What? Oh my God, don't ever admit that out loud again. I went saw for someone with a flashlight on the road. 0, still at 0. No evidence yet. Okay.
Nothing
Okay. Heisenberg, thank you. Say my name. That was such a great fucking scene. All right, moving on. Right? Okay. So after that video, okay. Now you have to understand. In the very beginning, I said that his first post was April 9th, 2022. Okay. All of these videos that you're watching.
That's not winter. That's going into spring.
This is Canada. There's snow on everything always.
Dude.
Okay, whatever. He has been. You think he like CGI'd the snow on the mountain? Like you're gonna go that far?
No, because I've seen snow on mountains in June.
Okay, all right, whatever. All right, listen.
Here in America.
So all that's relevant is that these videos have been posted back to back to back to back, like consistently. He's a consistent uploader, okay?
Okay.
After that video that you just saw, he stops posting.
You're assuming that they were all filmed. Might have been posted doesn't mean they were filmed in
Right,
sequence.
I understand it. Just relax. Let's just get through this.
Too logical
Let's just get
for
through this. Okay, let's just get through this. All right. So he stops posting for a couple days. Okay. Then he comes back and posts this. Is this the one? No. Okay, we're on the next one. So after a couple days, he posts this.
I think that's the same vehicle from. Hey!
Same taillights, right? Okay. So
you
hang
could
on.
have called your
Just
buddy like the
hang
night
on.
before. Hey,
Okay,
can you do
right.
something?
Hang on. Listen. When I was first watching this, I was on team 0% too. We're almost done. We are almost at the climax. All right. Is everybody still at 0%? So
Yes.
so the title of that video was "I'm being followed." My son says could still easily be his friend. Doesn't look like a car cops would drive. I agree with you. However, when the car left, it was definitely the same taillight style that was at the mountain. Yes. Okay, so the assumption that I'm making, negative 10. Shit, I thought that said 10%. I thought that said 10%. All right.
I didn't know you could go negative.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
then.
Damn.
I'll go negative.
Damn, Dave.
Negative 0.
Negative 10.
Negative. Let's
All
go
right.
beyond the first negatives.
Well, we're almost done. And I think these numbers are going to change in a minute. Okay? So now we've got, so the post of that, and that was after a couple days. Jesse Smollett's story was more credible than this, negative 10 also. CMP does use Dodge. I'm still at 0%. I didn't know that. Okay, see, look,
Dodge?
that feeds, that's a little kindling to this little conspiracy fire.
But they're not the only, a lot of police use
All right,
like
so
Dodge.
just hang on. We're almost done, okay? So that video was titled Being Stalked. Okay? And that's what he posts, right? So, okay, now after that video, he doesn't post for a month. So like, well, close to a month, like almost 30 days. And people are like, what the fuck's going on? And all the comments are like, this is bullshit, this is not bullshit, this is bullshit, whatever, right? So after almost a month, he posts this video. Oh, Taylor's here. I wake up to pee, check YouTube, and you guys are watching conspiracy videos. What the hell? Yeah, so Taylor, if you're gonna stick around, Taylor, I'll just very quickly catch you up. There's a guy who lives in Canada, filmed what he thought was a giant on top of the mountain, went back the next day, it was gone. Tried to go up the mountain, claims he got stopped by a CIA agent. Then he claims he's now being stalked. I've seen this very aware. Okay, all right, well, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for everybody. Don't spoil it. Okay, so I will stop summarizing. All right, so then a month goes by. Was that video 10?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, I'll pause it here. So a month goes by, and he hasn't posted anything, and then this video pops up on TikTok. You ready?
Hey guys, I just want to give you an update. I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I have just been busy with life. I couldn't get around to posting and updating you guys, so now I'm going to give you an official update of what's been going on. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but all of the videos that I posted were scripted. They're just fake. They were just strictly for entertainment. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I just needed to give you a quick update.
Okay. Now, we're going to analyze this video in just a second because there are some very interesting things in this video. I know you're chuckling. I know you're thinking about LL Cool J. Just hang on.
Hey guys.
Are you still 0? You still at 0?
Yes.
You're still at 0. Okay. So, here are the interesting things about this. So the internet crowdsourcing crimes. How many views do these videos have? This guy had to make bank here. They have like 15 to 20 million views, but I don't think they initially did, but they do now. What's he doing with his hands? Great question, Laura. So let's analyze this video. Perfect segue, okay? There you go. You got the Laura sneezes. So Reddit and 4chan has this amazing ability. I feel like law enforcement should use 4chan and Reddit more often when they come together and crowdsource solving crimes. It's incredible what the internet can do.
Yeah.
And so like 4chan or Reddit or somebody attached onto this, they analyze the shit out of this video. So there's a couple things. Number one, he is.
I give you an update. I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I have just been busy with life. I couldn't get around to posting and updating you guys. So now I'm going to give you an official update of what's been going on. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but all of the.
So he keeps looking off camera throughout this video. Just hang on. He keeps looking off camera at something, right? So people notice that. Now, the other thing, this is I think this is like the first interesting thing that I really think you should respect as evidence. And you too, Dave H. and Dave V, Mr. Negative 10%. This is the first interesting piece of evidence, okay? From my knowledge, he is lying in this clip. I agree, and so does the internet. So the internet analyzed this video, and it is a different resolution than he's playing pocketball than every other video that he has posted. Like the video resolution, which means it was filmed on a different phone.
Okay, maybe his wife's phone.
Okay, fine. Maybe. You're right. It definitely was a different phone. But the theory is that he was forced to make this video. Hang on. That he was forced to make this video, and that's why he's looking off camera. He's looking at the people forcing him to make this video, right? Why would he be smart enough to, like, record with a different phone that's, like, at a slightly different resolution? It's so minor.
It has nothing to do with smart. It's just if you're a,
right, but
a
like,
film
but like if
buff
you're,
or a person who
okay,
watches crime videos
I'm just telling
a
you.
lot.
I'm just giving you the evidence here. I don't even know where my phone is. Where's my phone?
And my phone's right
So
here.
he was smart enough. Here it is. It was in my pocket. So if he's smart enough to think, okay, I'm going to get a different style phone and record this video so that the video to only people who would take the time to download the video and then analyze the metadata would notice that it's a different phone in a different resolution. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Admit that that's interesting a little bit. You don't think that's interesting at all. Okay, Dave V, are you still at 0%? Keeps playing pocket pool. Yeah. So behavior indicators tells me that he is lying. I agree. Can we make conspiracy videos a regular thing? Yes, we can. I love conspiracy videos. I got a million of them. My son says he could have easily had bought a new phone during that month. Okay, fair point. Fair point. He could have.
He could have
that's
researching
true.
for a month.
Listen, I agree.
So much
I
stuff.
agree. But the point is, it's a different phone. That's the point. That's the point.
I don't think it's a strong enough.
Oh my God, negative. Okay, hang on, Dave V. We are almost at the end. We're almost at the end.
Please.
All right. Next. Okay, so he posts this video, right? So after this video, okay, so he's looking off camera. The video's not the same.
Okay.
A week later.
Keep going.
Yeah, well, no, Taylor just knows where this is going. Any Voss fans here? Okay, so, man, you got me like all like nervous now that like you're like, oh, you're trying to rush me. All right, so
I'm trying to get to the point.
okay, so he posts a new video about a week later, and the title of this video is called "Too Much Has Happened, and I Can't Be Forced to Be Silent." Okay.
Clearly. Oh my word.
Okay, so here's the video. You ready?
You might not see me post ever again. My videos weren't fake.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys could hear that, but he says, you might not ever see me again. CK, we've gone too far, CK. You're going to have to go back. You just rewind the stream. You're going to have to go back. We've gone too far. I can't keep summarizing it. I love you and thank you for supporting the stream, but everybody's going to kill me if I take forever to get through this. His wife is wanting her chicken pot pie. He's nervously looking at her as he tries to post content. She's impatient and battered. She's a mean gal. I don't know if you're talking about him looking off camera. I mean, maybe that's all it was. Maybe maybe his wife was waiting for dinner and he was looking at her like pissed off that he's not eating the chicken pot pie. I mean, maybe, but the phone was still different, Troy. Okay, so he posts that video and says, you may not hear from me for a while. I have to go, okay? So that was video
That was
11. So here's the last video that he posts. Okay, so he posts this video next.
Okay, it's a building.
What is that? That was not there yesterday.
Okay, so he goes.
He didn't film
So he goes back to the mountain, and now there's a weird structure on the mountain that wasn't there, right? Dave says he blew through his bourbon budget, and his wife would not let him get another shelving unit. Hey, I thought you got your shelving unit. My son says the thing about the videos, he's constantly looking around and could just be, or just messed his hair up yet. I don't know. Troy says filters are real. Remember our late night stream? That was some scary stuff. Yeah, yes, I do remember that. Okay. So he posts this video of a weird, what he claims in the title, I think, was it's a military structure that was not there on the mountain before, right? Okay,
So what it
so
looks like to me is this a ski resort town. It's the building where the
hang on.
thing
All right,
goes up to.
all right, go ahead, continue.
Is this where he's at? Is it a ski resort town? Because ski resorts, there's usually buildings at the top of the mountain that you have to get gondolas up to, and the building looks like there's a 2 gondola ride with
Yeah,
what's coming up.
I don't know. So let me go back to the browser capture now. So here's the conclusion. 30 days later, guess what he posts? Anybody want to guess? Nothing. He mysteriously dies. Oh, where are you at now? You still at 0%?
That still one doesn't mean
He's
the other.
dead. He posted a video. I have to run. They're after me. Then he dies. Seriously? Seriously? Wait, he's dead. He died. He literally posted a video and said, the government's after me. And now he's, oh my God, you
are
guys.
so gullible.
How am I gullible? He's fucking dead.
I can tell you exactly my theory and why I think that.
Fine. Hang on. Let's go back to the main screen.
He's really alive.
I hit the news intro. Sorry. What's your theory?
Okay, first and foremost, the video is still giving me nothing. There's no substance to it. He seems to be just doing something for fun. Maybe, perchance, maybe he has an illness or something, and he knows he's dying, and so he's just enjoying the last moments of his life by having a little fun. All this stuff can be explained.
Do you remember Holly at my work?
I've never met her.
Yeah, but you remember her name, the little
yes.
chick that liked me at work. So she used to say like millennial words that I had to look up because I'm so old.
Millennial words.
Hundo P was one of the words I had to Google. I was like, what the fuck does Hundo P mean?
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. It means 100%. She's now convinced 100%.
And it's real?
No, she's being sarcastic.
Oh.
Like, look at a little sarcastic emoji.
Yeah.
Crazy people die all the time. Okay, true.
And he could have had an illness. He could have cancer or something else.
We'll come back to that.
You just don't
so much
know.
evidence. I'm not 100% sure that's real.
There's so many other things that could be going on.
This is after many people since 2020. Yeah, that's damn true. Next week, the crazy airplane lady. Oh man, dude, I love that lady.
He is not real.
I have a ton of conspiracy stuff about that airplane lady, man. I have a ton of videos that people claim they were on that plane and they saw some dude like blink like little lizard eyes. Oh, dude, it is.
I've seen video about that and it was like a completely different seats. Like when they showed the video, showed her, it was like totally different airplane.
Maybe the dude got off by a politician because he knew too much. Yeah, RJ, maybe so. Yeah, I think he had too many high-proof samples from Sean. Yeah, that's true. That definitely may be a thing. We cannot live. We cannot be live on the 7th. We are not dead, just doing something else. Taylor says, "Mad with you, brother. Don't let the sheep keep you down." The airplane lady I had to escort off the property. Yeah. Wait. Was that in Texas? Are you being serious, RJ? You can't be serious. Am I really that gullible? Did I just totally fall for that? So,
Hey, you
okay,
fell
listen.
for a
You have to at least admit that's a little bit of a coincidence that he records a video saying
It's not
they're
enough.
after me, I have to run, and then he's dead.
Because the videos could have been him doing something because he knew he was going to die soon. He could have had cancer or terminal illness, and he was doing. Maybe he enjoys making films, and he just thought he'd have some fun with it before his last hurrah. I mean, goodness, how many millions of views? What a better last hurrah at doing something that's going to go viral and get millions of views before you die.
Yeah, Dave, that's really funny, buddy. Yeah, it was at the DFW airport. Oh, Dallas Fort Worth, no shit. I didn't know that. There's no evidence of his actual death, though. Look, I agree. Listen. I think it's interesting. It's interesting, right? Hang on. Do I have like a little thing here? I could have hit this when it was revealed he was dead.
This one.
Oh, an ambulance?
No. Suspicious. Suspicious.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. And
This
then he saw a CIA agent. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I think it's interesting, and I definitely think that as humans we gravitate towards wanting to believe crazy things like that just because they're interesting. But I don't know.
Has anything crazy happened to you that you would...
Yes, of course crazy shit's happened to me all the fucking... I could go over a million things that have happened to me, but I haven't fucking died, and I haven't recorded myself saying, holy shit, they're after me. Please, if they kill me, spread my story, and then he's dead. Now, my son did say something. There isn't any evidence of his actual death, though. Now, that's true. The only evidence we have is just this random obituary from this online thing.
And,
but he hasn't
that could be hacked as well.
I guess. I mean,
hard.
maybe. And I don't know like what evidence is required for an obituary post. Like, can you just email a newspaper and just be like,
I think so.
Matt died, and they'll just post it?
When somebody, I believe when you die, a family member brings that article into a certain email address, goes, here you go. I don't know if they need a proof of like a death certificate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
exactly,
either.
but I can imagine during the pandemic, so I mean people were dying, and so they probably took advantage, like here.
Next time the Chinook helicopters go to my house, I'll record them and say they're after me. I mean, in all fairness, it was a little more.
We have them too.
It was a little more than just some helicopters flying. That was
two we get all the time.
Yeah, it was 2 helicopters, Laura. It was 2. So it's got to
get-
be one, and one of them has to be hanging some kind of long thing, and then you can call them.
We used to get formation here because there's a base nearby. They used to come all the time, the backside of our property, all the time. Helicopters flying, doing formation.
Yeah, but
So my guys sit there, and go, oh, we're all, and then I just die.
Listen, if you take each individual little breadcrumb, it doesn't really add up to anything. But
I could make something happen
but
with
if
all the
you-
military planes that fly
But if you
around.
put it all together, you create like a nice little pound cake of death where he died.
Well, if you're possibly dying and you're like, oh, I can make something out of this, it'd be fun.
So I believe she died similar situation to this, and it's fascinating. That's what she said. I don't know what we said. So anyways, I thought it was interesting. So you're still 0%.
Still zero.
So he goes to this whole-
There's no shadow of a doubt.
So do
there's
you...
still no burden. How's the legal thing go? Burden of proof. There's no strong proof.
So do you think that he made this whole thing up and then just coincidentally died, or do you think that you think that he knew he was dying and did this whole
That's
thing
a
and then
possible
died?
theory that he knew he was.
Why would you want to waste your last moments of life doing some
Why
stupid
wouldn't
TikTok
you?
shit?
Why wouldn't you? No, like last hurrah.
How the fuck is it a last hurrah to post some
Because
TikTok
you know
videos?
we all have a final destination.
Dude, I don't know. If I was gonna die in like a week, I'd be having sex every day. That's what I'd do.
So that's your last hurrah. There you go. That's his.
Why would you choose TikTok over that? Those are
Because
two totally
maybe
different
he
things.
thinks it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
You
maybe
don't
he's
know
just
him
never had
personally.
sex
That
then
might be
because-
his thing. Woohoo! This would be fun to do. This mess with people.
You think
Let's do something viral. Let's
Yeah. Okay. Now.
leave your wife $1 million because everybody's watching it.
What I will say is if he
Maybe-
does post on TikTok and he's like, surprise, I was not dead, I think that might be one of the greatest trolls ever, in my opinion. And then I can come to Dave V, who's negative 15%, and be like, you were right, Dave V, negative 15%. He's alive. He's good. He's good. You want to tell the cop story? Go ahead. You were anxious to tell the cop. Hang on. That dude is still alive. I'm positive. He was our waiter at Applebee's last week. The firecracker shrimp game is legit. Man, I haven't been to. When have we been to an Applebee's last? Are there any even around here?
I think there's one near the Mall of Georgia.
Yeah, maybe.
Now I'm going towards Swanee. No, yeah, Swanee.
I heard a rumor that
Sugar Hill.
Applebee's was like a husband-wife thing, and they divorced, and then the TJ Applebee's is the dude, and the Applebee's is the chick.
Something like that. There's a little, both say Applebee's. If you look, there's like a
Really, Dave? I didn't know
RJ
that.
thing.
Okay.
Or a little initial. There's slight difference from one spouse to the other.
Dave, I almost called you today to see if you wanted to have a cigar. I didn't want to bother you though.
Oh, sneezing.
Like 2 days in a row. What is wrong with you?
I sneezed twice.
Laura, what have you done? What is going on?
I was fine.
You guys have like the bourbon sneeze virus. This is like crazy.
I feel fine.
All right, you want to tell the cop story or you want me to tell it?
Cops? Oh, the time I got.
Well, don't spoil it. Do you want to say the cop story or do you want me to do it?
You probably remember it better than I do.
All right. I'll tell the cop story, and then maybe we'll do a Zoom thing if anybody wants to hop on, and then we can bail out. I thought that was an interesting thing. I got a ton of conspiracy things. We'll go over some more next week.
Yeah.
All right, so we used to live in Lawrenceville.
Yes. Near the
And
airport.
I don't know. The beer did it to me. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had beer make me sneeze before.
This isn't beer. This is rum and pineapple.
Yeah, rum and pineapple. I don't know how much I should tell this story. I guess I'm just going to say everything.
Just
We may lose some subscribers over what I'm going to say, but whatever. It is what it is.
Then do you want me to say the story?
Oh, we already dropped a couple off YouTube, so we got a couple less people.
Well, do you want me to say the story?
No. I can say it. So we used to live in a city called Lawrenceville. We were coming home from I think a date night or something. I don't think. Did we have any kids? I don't think we had any kids back then.
No, I don't.
Yeah, this is a long
This is in
time
your
ago.
car. It was in your Civic.
Oh my God, guys! I bought a brand new Civic. It was the first car that my whole growing upness
We're never
is
gonna get to
like
the cops.
very. We're gonna get to it. Is like very. Very annoying, and it took me a long time to like get out of the rut that I was in. Anyways, this was like the very first car that I purchased with my own money, my own job, my own hard work. And I think I had that car for like 6 months, and then a drunk driver almost killed us. Do you remember we crashed down that fucking? Really? Oh, God, you were sneezing. This drunk driver was coming down the wrong way on a one-way road, and like every way that I went, he was like following me. And so I was driving. I swerved at last second. He hit the back end of the car, and we toppled down this huge fucking ditch.
What are you? No.
And it was in Lawrenceville.
He hit the back, spun us up, and we literally went up a little ravine thing where the water drain goes into.
How was that any different than what I said?
You're like, we're spinning.
We did. He fucking spun us around. Whatever. Anyways, we were like 70 degrees straight up at the end of this. And I remember like I got her out of the car, and then I was so mad. Like I was mad that she might be hurt, and then I was mad about my car.
You couldn't get me at first because spinning that back end,
I had to
it brought a bunch of dust up, so it looked like it was a bunch of dust. You didn't know if it was dust or smoke
or what. Yeah, so I ended up
my door was
basically
jammed.
like manhandled her out my side because I don't think we could open that
door.
No,
because the door was crunched into it, so it couldn't open.
We got away from the car. I'll never forget this. So I'm running up this hill, right? There's like mud and dirt all over me.
Gross.
And I'm like running up this hill, and I'm like, who the fuck just hit us? I was so fucking mad. And there was like, by the time I had gotten her out of the car and had gotten up this hill, a bunch of people had stopped. There was probably about a crowd of maybe like 10 people up there. And they were, just kind of, and they saw me, and nobody said a word. Everybody just staring at me. And I was like, who the fuck just hit our car?
The guy who hit us actually was an older gentleman, I would say in his 50s, and he had a child in the front seat with him.
See, I didn't even remember that. Hey, Lisa.
I think that upset me more than anything, realizing the man was, because the cop smelled alcohol on him.
Yeah.
And he was going down a wrong way road.
I smelled alcohol.
Oh, I thought it was a cop did.
Yeah.
But he had a child in the front seat.
All right, Lisa Shigley from Facebook says hello. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Thanks for hopping in. Anyways, and so one of the guys who was standing there, he does. I don't know if the camera can see me. Wait, where am I at? He does this. He's like, he like does like a slow point to the guy that hit me, and so I like went over. I remember my heart was just. I could feel my heart. It must have been like all the adrenaline. My heart was like. Goo, 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 goo. And I went over to this guy and I was yelling. I was so mad. I didn't hit him. I didn't get in any fight, but I remember being so. Anyways, and so when I calmed down, I was like, "Why didn't anybody say anything?" And they were all like, "We were too scared, man. You were yelling so
But
loud."
I had something crazy happen to me at that accident.
Well, all right. So hang on. We'll get back to that in a second. So we're coming home, and there was a road that was closed. It was like under construction. There was a massive Sugarloaf extension, I think is what it was.
Yeah, and the overpass.
The Georgia Department of Transportation, the GDOT, they take forever building roads. I mean, they take forever. This thing was under construction for like years.
Yeah.
And so there was like this, I call it a T-stop. It's like where, how can I do this? It's like where a road comes down this way and like dead ends into another road, right? I call it a T-stop. I don't know what they're actually called. And so like down here was like all construction. And so they had like a roadblock sign here. Like you could not drive down that road.
I think we just went by it because we knew it wasn't done yet. Like we could still cross the bridge. I think we just were like, I don't feel like driving that
They
way.
had it, so you were not supposed to drive. I think the only way you could drive down there was if you like were on that one. It doesn't matter. Anyways, and so like we came up to a stop sign, and I just ran the stop sign. Because like the stop sign was basically invalidated because the road was fucking like closed.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this stop sign. Like, nobody can be coming down here because the fucking bridge is gone. So I just blew the stop sign and went down this road. The second I blow the stop sign, this fucking, like, truck was, like, hidden, like, behind a tree, throws on red and blues, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, some cop was seriously sitting here, like, watching this stupid road that was, like, closed. So I'm like, man. So I pull into a neighborhood, like the first neighborhood on the left. I pull in there, and I'm coming into the neighborhood, and this truck, like, I think it was a truck. It was like a bigger car. Mm-hmm. He like pulls in behind us, and I stop, and he pulls up like really close to our bumper, and then he stops.
But he never got out.
Yeah, but so I'm sitting there waiting. Nothing's happening, and I'm like, something's really weird about this. And then the truck like starts backing up. Like it starts going, dude, like this, and then stops again. And I'm like, this is really fucking weird. So we had cell phones back then. Like I had like a really old
Nokia.
Yeah, like Nokia. I remember like
Nokia.
those like old ass Nokias that were like fucking bricks.
Ding, ding.
So I called 911, and I was like, hey, I'm being pulled over, but like this is like you could just sense like something was weird.
It was off.
Very weird. Humans have like a good intuition for that stuff. So I told the operator where I was, and the operator goes, "That's not a cop. Get out of there." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Right? So the guy had me backed in. I wish I could like draw how it was.
The neighborhood was a dead end.
The neighborhood
road.
was like a dead end, and I was like facing the dead end, and he was blocking the exit. So I had like nowhere to go. So I tell the operator, I'm like, y'all need to get here because there's no way for me to like get out of this situation. I am like in a very bad spot. So they're like, we're coming. I had a firearm in the car. This is the part that I probably shouldn't say, but there's a reason why this is kind of relevant to the story. So I took my firearm out and I had it like this, like pointed at the door, like just sitting like this. And the guy had like these really, really bright like white lights on. I could not see anything
little
behind
blinding
me.
floodlights.
Yeah, I could not see it. Like my whole car was lit up, I'm sure for him, but I could not see behind me at all. And so I had my gun like sitting here on my chest, like pointing at the door, and I was like, if someone comes up here, this is gonna be a problem.
Yes.
Anyway, so like cops come rushing in, like 3, 4, 5 cop cars, like just like in the movies, like
It was like also
squealing
boom.
in, man. They run up to the truck, grab this dude out, they throw him on the ground, and the cops run over. They're like, "Are you guys okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're fine." You know, like he never got out of the car. And anyways, it turned out to be like a 16-year-old kid,
bored,
this little fucking kid.
He was bored.
So he had gone to like Radio Shack, if you remember those, and like bought a bunch of lights for us. And so he was just doing this like all night, like pulling over people. So what the cop said was that he was initially just like flashing his lights at people to scare him, and we were the first ones he was like ballsy enough to pull over.
The first we said they looked at us like weird because we had to walk back to the truck and they leaned over and they looked like, oh, now we see it. Like we kept telling them we're seeing all this stuff, and they were like,
right.
what?
Yes. So when the cops came in there, he must have had some kind of switch.
Yeah.
a dip switch, and like all the lights went off. And so the cops came up to my window and they're like, "What did you see?" And I'm like, "Man, he's got like red and blues." And you know, they're like looking at the truck and they're like, "Where?" And I'm like, "They're in his fucking grill." And so they went with a light, and I saw the cop go, "Oh."
Yeah.
Anyways, and so they like arrested him for impersonating an officer, which is a felony. And so and this is why the firearm part was relevant, which is why I initially didn't want to say it, but it was relevant to the story. So his dad gets there.
Shows up.
Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had to deal with the police at all, but like if you were a witness to something, that shit is instant public record. So they come up to you, they basically shove like a clipboard in your face, and they're like, "We need your name, we need your address, we need your cell phone, we need your home phone. Remember landlines? We need your landline. We need all this information, and you need to write a whole paragraph about what you saw." And that becomes public record immediately. So I'm like talking to the cop. I'm like, do I have to do this? Because like he's a kid. I don't know what he's going to do to me. And they were like, "Yes, you have to do this," which I think was probably bullshit advice. I was very young at this time.
Yeah, we're
So,
in our early 20s.
yeah,
like we've
we're
never
pretty
experienced
young.
anything like this.
So I fill out the whole thing, and while I'm filling it out, his dad shows up, and his dad is like bawling.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, and the cops, and this is what's crazy, the cops let him come over to me.
Yeah.
While I'm filling out like shit about his kid to send
he's
him
like,
to jail.
"Please don't."
And his dad is like literally like my window's down, and he's literally got his hands on my door, and he's like, "Please just don't press charges. Don't let my kid. They're arresting him for impersonating an officer." And I'm like, "Hello, cops, can you like get this guy away from me? Like, what the fuck?" And anyways, and so I told his dad, I said, "Listen," I said, "you better be glad that this didn't go as like if he had gotten out of his car." I told him, I said, "I literally had a gun pointed at my door." I said, "So your son is like very lucky that he didn't escalate to like trying to come up here, because the cops told me this is not a real cop."
Yeah, he was getting more and more ballsy with each person
Yeah,
he
and
messed with.
the cops said that we were the first person that he had actually pulled over, but they had gotten reports, which is probably why they got there so fast.
Yeah, they were already in the
Yeah,
area.
they had gotten a bunch of reports from people saying like, "Hey, this, you know, someone's flashing blue and reds
Yeah.
at me," and so they were kind of patrolling the area. So, anyways, I don't know. That's interesting. So I never knew what happened to that kid.
I don't know, but to me, I look back. It's like I look back at it, and he's very, very lucky that it did not. That he didn't get any more ballsy and got up to the car. It would have probably not ended well, especially if he tried to go further with escalate.
Well, it may not have ended well for. I don't know what he's got.
Yeah.
So RJ the Fed, if you're still in there, like I don't know, maybe you know, like what happens to
It was frightening.
what happens to a minor if they're arrested for impersonating an officer? I'm curious. Is that still a felony? Do they just?
It might be per state.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's in Texas. Anyways, that was interesting.
That
So,
was an insane situation. That I'm glad this has not happened again. But now that we have kids of our own who are at that age of driving, I don't know. I kind of view it slightly different.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Elaborate.
This might be controversial, but
Oh God! Don't get us demonetized. What do you? Just
would you
hang
now,
on. Stop. If you're in doubt, please don't say it. Please, God.
no. Now that you're older, if this
Yeah.
happened to you now,
Yeah.
would you have proceeded with filing
No.
charges?
Hell no.
You still wouldn't.
Dave V, have a good night, sir. I put the Zoom chat in the link, guys, if anybody wants to hop on and say hey real quick.
I was just curious, being older, if you would have
No.
done anything differently.
No. I thought you were going to say the kid turned out to be the giant on the mountain.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, headed bed. Dave V, cheers. Have a good night. Happy
night.
Saturday, sir. I did put the Zoom link in the chat, guys. If anybody wants to join. If not, then we'll probably wrap this up after this. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. And I'm actually kind of frustrated that the cop really made me feel that I had to do that. And like, this is like before YouTube and before the internet. Well, I guess the internet was
Not
kind
before
of
the
around. Yeah, the internet was.
We're not that old.
Oh yeah, we are, dude. Are you
I
kidding
know, I'm
me?
talking about driving age old. Like
Yeah. No, well, I recanted that. I think the internet. What I meant by that,
it was
though, was
around
like
when we were driving.
what I meant by that was there's like so much like self-education on YouTube now to where like people guide you through how to handle cop stops and how to handle DUI stops and how to handle DUI checkpoints and like freedom of speech laws and like what cops can and can't do. So I'll give you a great example, and I saw this the other day, and you and I can role play this real quick. So let's say that a cop comes up to you and pulls you over, okay?
Real one.
A real one, right? And I'm going to ask you a question. And I want to see how you answer, okay? So they come up and they're like, good evening, Miss Beard. License and registration, please. Right? So you're pulled over for some kind of traffic infraction. So you hand me your driver's license and insurance, right?
Yeah.
And I say, okay, do you still live at this address? Whatever you say, yes, right? So then the cop says this, and I want to hear your answer, okay? And hang on, let me think about how they phrase this real quick. They say,
because I just want to get and go. Just give me my ticket.
They ask you, hang on, I got to remember how they phrase this. Okay, they say, do you have anything illegal in your car? Do you mind if we search your car, ma'am? What do you say?
Why am I?
No, hang on. Let's just role play. Do you have anything illegal in your car, Miss Beard? Do you mind if we search it?
Yeah, I do mind because I don't have anything.
Okay, so see, you're better than most people. So what cops will do is they ask 2 questions, and some people don't know which one to answer. Do you have anything illegal in your car? Do you mind if we search it? And then if they say no, they may be answering the first thing, like I don't have anything illegal in my car, but then the cop can go and make an argument. Oh, I thought he meant, I don't mind that we can search it. So
I do mind because it's like this is there's.
So they'll ask like I think they actually get trained on this. Like they'll ask purposely contradicting questions, so there's some ambiguity there. So if they ever goes to court, they can be like, oh, well, I thought that Miss Beard meant this when she answered this, or I thought. And so you did it exactly right. Is you directly say exactly what you mean instead of saying yes or no. You say no, I do not consent to you searching my car or whatever.
No, because I literally. They have to have proof that they need to search it. They can't just search my car.
So, okay, so then it's, but Miss Beard, if you haven't done anything wrong, you have nothing to hide, right?
But why are you being sneaky about it?
But you have, well, exactly, why are you being sneaky?
I'm not being sneaky.
You are being sneaky because...
I obeyed your law by pulling over in the lights.
But if you have nothing to hide,
I would have,
have
if
nothing
I had,
to fear.
Why'd I pull over then?
But so here's the answer to
I
that. No,
pull over.
hang on. I'll give you a better answer to that. Here's the answer. Because that's a bullshit question, and here's why.
I'm here.
Is because that makes the assumption that only criminals demand privacy, right? So like, you could go be having sex with your wife or husband, and that's perfectly legal, but you wouldn't want that to be public, right? And so the answer to that is like, that's the mistake, the mistaken assumption that only criminals deserve privacy.
Yeah, if they start going, I'll be like, why am I being pulled over? I'll be like, stop, please. I need to know why I'm pulled over.
Yeah.
Because this is getting very intrusive when I was just going like home or something from work or wherever I'm going.
This has become incredibly intrusive.
I mean, literally, I'm driving. You pull me off, start asking me a million and one questions. It's like, why? What? First and foremost, why did he stop me to begin with?
Because they're trained to try to get as much out of you as possible to determine if something's
Oh,
wrong.
no. Now
Look,
I'm older, I'm
cops
just
have
like...
a tough job, too. Right?
I mean, I still respect cops. It's just
they
like...
got to figure out if you're a bad guy or a good guy. They don't know you.
I don't know them either,
so
but
they're trying to ask, like, leading questions. Like RJ said. Like, RJ was in the chat, and he was saying... like based on the guy's movements and the way that he was carrying himself, he seems like something seems off. Yeah. Like, again, humans have the ability to kind of determine like, something's a little weird here. Something's just a little bit off.
I mean, some people...
Old Pirate Bourbon, cheers. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
But not everybody, we can't look at normal as cookie cutter. Some people, there's people who are, there's extroverts, introverts. Some people are very socially... When it comes to sudden interaction, they can't help how they act. They will either shut down, act weird, and in their mind, they're just dealing with the situation the best that they can. When they're able to prepare for it, and they're just like, but it has nothing to do with them being guilty. It's just how their brain is. They have no control over that. No. You can't look at somebody and say, "Oh, you're guilty because you."
Yeah, no, I agree.
You can't do that.
And
it's not right.
It's a stressful situation. It's not a situation that people are in very often.
And God forbid they have kids in the car. They have kids screaming. It's like... Yeah,
you've got a cop with like flashlights in your eyes. I haven't been pulled over in 22 years. And I got pulled over just the other day. That was the first time in 22 years I've been pulled over.
I got pulled over by the fake police in St. Marlowe.
That's right. I forgot about
I went to a stop sign. I didn't see it.
Anyways, it was a Flowery Branch cop, and I know most of the cops here, but I actually didn't know this guy. And he was incredibly professional and very nice, and let me go. He gave me a warning and said just
most of the Flowery
slow down.
Branch I've dealt with, the ones I've dealt with, all of them have been nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had issue with them ever, and I really haven't had much to
And
deal with.
I didn't have my damn sticker on my tag. I had it.
Oh,
It was
one
just,
of the cars is.
no, it's fine now. I had it. It was just sitting at home.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, your sticker's not on your tag," and I was like, "I have it. It's just sitting on my desk. I'm an idiot."
Can't they tell that?
And I was
from
like,
the
my
computer?
wife's been yelling at me for like a month to put it on. Yeah, he could. He was like, "Okay, I'm gonna run it." He went and ran the tag. He was like, "Your tag's good. Just make sure you put the sticker on." And he even said, he's like, "I saw you haven't gotten a ticket in a million years." And I remember when I got my ticket, it was actually on my birthday, the last ticket that I got 22 years ago. And he goes, he said, and this is interesting. He said, "I'm going to put this in the system as a warning, just slow down." And he goes, "So if somebody pulls you over again, they're going to see that I gave you a warning and they're going to give you a ticket."
Yeah.
And so I thanked him. I was like, "Cool, thanks." But then I started getting curious. I was like, how long does that warning last? Is that like?
Well, he saw you got a ticket 22 years ago, so clearly it's going to be there for more than 2 seconds.
I guess. So like, is the next cop, if I get pulled over again, are they going to see that and be like, "Oh, that warning was 10 years ago"? I guess
think they'll
maybe
see
I'll
it.
give them another warning.
Well, it depends on their mood.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I remember one time, years and years and years ago, I think I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, probably, Dave. You're probably. It becomes an NFT.
Years and years ago, when at the time we were living in South Carolina, I was in 6th grade, and my ex-stepdad lived, he worked down in Columbia, South Carolina for field work
Yeah.
at a paper mill. I think it was paper mill down there. And
This is in Maine you're talking about?
No, this is South Carolina.
Oh.
We lived in Greenville, 6th grade.
They worked at a paper mill in South Carolina too?
That's when he lived in Maine. He worked at the paper mill up in my home.
I know,
Eastville,
but he
Norfolk.
also worked at one in South Carolina?
Yeah, there's paper.
So he just finds paper mills in every state. I didn't even know there was a paper mill in South
I
Carolina.
don't know if it's there anymore, but there used to be. In fact, the paper mill in my hometown was the one who made Reader's Digest and the Yellow Pages.
That seems like very Maine.
It was.
I didn't.
And it was at one time the largest paper mill in the world.
In Maine?
My hometown.
Yeah, it's Maine.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in Maine except moose, elk, and trees. Like, what else are they going to do there?
Let me finish the story. So he told my mom all the time, because it was in the middle of nowhere, just floor it, you'll get there, there's no cops out here. So it was very,
Who
it was
said
like,
that?
my ex-stepdad. He told her just to fly, just go as fast as you can.
Said that to who?
My mother.
Oh, okay.
And said, there's no cops out here. So she would fly down the road to pick him up, because on weekends we'd go down there and had a apartment hotel.
I don't know why we have our headphones on. We don't.
I'm fine. Because then I can't, then it seems weird. I don't know.
It does seem weird, but like there's no reason for the headphones right now. We don't have any Zoom people or anything.
So one day she comes flying down over a hill, and up the other hill comes a cop. Lights start going, and I pulled her mom over. The second up to the car, I lose it. Like I start, it's like.
Oh, you were in the car?
With her in the front seat. I start hysterically crying.
Oh, I bet the cop was so. I bet you got her out of it, didn't you?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it.
I was literally, and I was just like, I couldn't breathe. I was just, so, I thought they were going to take my mother to jail or something, because she was literally
my God.
flying down the road.
Take your mom to jail.
And I was like, oh my, like the whole time.
I bet your mom heard you hyperventilating. She's like, "Yeah, keep it up, keep it up."
My mom.
My daughter might die, but I'm gonna get out of this ticket.
No, my mom looks at the guy. She goes, answer. He goes, I'm gonna give you a warning, but please, ma'am, please calm down your daughter.
Yeah.
And we picked up she was like, she's like, what did you say again about speeding down this road? Because I just got pulled over. But that was one time I got my mom out of a ticket.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, but it freaked me out. I was 12 or 13 years old, 6th grade. I was, thought the world was going to end right there. My mom's getting pulled over by a police.
What year was that?
That was in 92.
92?
91.
God,
92.
isn't it fucked up? It's 2023. How fucking crazy is that?
It was a long time ago, but yeah, that's
so crazy, man. So okay, if somebody if Dave Hofstetter in the chat, because he's always on top of all the fucking, he sends me the latest, greatest news of shit. So if he emails me tomorrow, I'm just totally bringing you in this conversation, Dave.
I have no idea where this is going.
So if he emails me tomorrow, hang on, okay, and he says, "Hey Matt, they've got a live forever pill,
Okay.
and you have an option to de-age a little bit, right? So you can live forever and also take like 10 years off your life. Now, if you get hit by a car, hit by a meteor, like someone slices your neck,
You're
whatever,
not gonna like my answer.
then you'll die." But like other than so and I've seen statistics on this. Statistically, the average length of time would be 200 years before something like a car hits you, you fall out an elevator. Like statistically,
Yes,
you got
falling out of elevators all the time.
You got like 200 years of life before something, like I guess you could maybe like bunker up in a basement and like play Red Dead Redemption 2 all day.
So the question
the question is, would you take that pill? And
why?
Why what?
Why or yes or no would I take it? Do you want to know why?
What was your answer? I didn't hear your answer.
No.
What the? Okay, so you would rather see our kids, like Hudson's like 1 year old. So we're going to be
I have a reason.
So hang on, we're going to be like 90 by the time he's 10.
Okay.
Right? So hang on. So you have an opportunity to see Hudson's kids.
Yep.
And you're still like, fuck that, I'm out?
No, there's no F anything.
You won't say fuck?
Not for that situation, because the reality is, I don't believe God created us to just live forever. There's a time, Ecclesiastes, there's a time to live and there's a time to die.
Okay, that's like a Simon and Garfunkel song.
Yes, based off of scripture.
Okay, hold on. Hang on.
Do you want
Did God not make us to be like super smart people?
Not as of God's. Living forever. We can't be living forever.
I don't think that us understanding genetics and DNA and being able to manipulate that puts us on God level.
I think we're trying, at certain aspects, we're trying to play God.
Okay, so
we can go down that rabbit trail.
I have a question out there. We're gonna go a God question. You ready?
Okay.
And I think I talked about this when we came home from date night the other day. So you already know this.
If I remember.
I know for a fact.
Old.
I know for a fact. There's some atheists in the chat. I'm not gonna call them out. Doesn't matter. I used to be an atheist. I don't know if atheist is the proper word, but I used to not believe in God. I will say that. You have a smart wife there. Hey, the Opossum Crew. New name from YouTube, and thinks you're smart.
Thank you.
And banned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I can.
All right, so hang on. Okay, so listen.
You start talking about religion, it's going to go down another rabbit
listen,
trail.
hang on. I changed my mind on religion for a couple of reasons. Okay? One of them I have a short on, if you want to go watch a short, about where I talked about an event that happened. It's a short where I'm sitting on the porch with Brandon, ex-WhiskeyWisdom member. Go watch that video, and it explains in vivid detail what kind of made me change my mind a little bit. But I have a question for anybody who is a non-believer in God. And I'm not going to try to change your mind. I don't care. I get it. It's a difficult thing to understand. But I just want to propose a question. Yeah, all right. We'll wrap it up with this if nobody.
Yeah, because this is we could talk all night.
Listen. I just want to ask a question because this is one of these questions that makes you think, and and I thought it was interesting. And
I could go like I said, I go all night talking about my beliefs.
Here's what we need to do. We need to go buy some furniture where we can like sit down at a table with some nice comfy chairs for like this, so we're not like standing. Like we need to make this like a better set, like over here. We can talk about that later. Okay, so
moving on.
If you worked at a bank, do you remember this? Do you remember me asking this?
Yes. I don't remember the whole thing.
Let's say that you worked at a bank, okay? And specifically in security. All right, so you are part of the security department. Holy shit, Bobby is here. I jumped in just when it's getting hood. Cheers, everyone. Bobby, cheers, man. I appreciate everything you do, sir. I was watching your live a little bit earlier, and I love he's a fireman, right? So you were talking with him. He had to cancel on the show, but because of his fireman duties, he's like a million times more masculine than a computer geek guy, right? He's like banging around axes and shit, saving lives. I'm like, I'm coding. Maybe I'm saving lives coding. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyways, good. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Bobby, love you, buddy. Oh, I remember. He's got like a dedicated camera. So he has this fireman axe that he bangs on the table. And so he has like a dedicated camera to his axe now, and he calls it the axe hole camera. Oh shit, Bobby, that's brilliant. Okay, all right, here's my question, okay? And Bobby, if you want to hop on, if you got a minute, I got the Zoom, I think I do. Yeah, let me pin the Zoom link, Bobby. If you got maybe like 5 minutes, because we're about to wrap this up, but if you want to come on and say hi, I got it pinned in the chat. So don't forget that glorious stash. Oh, Bobby, yes. I was like, dude, I went with weed. I was like, well, what stash? Yes, Bobby has a legit fireman stash. Although I don't know if I would want that stash because. So the axe hole is, dude. Are you kidding me, Bobby? How is that even a question? Do not question the axe hole camera. That's gotta stay, buddy. It's gotta stay. Okay, so here's my question for the people who don't believe in God. You work at a bank, and you work in security. Bobby's like, and I'm out. He's like, what the fuck did I? He's like, what did I walk into? And your bank gets robbed. Okay.
Okay.
So you come in as the head of security. Okay. And you go to the security footage, and you were like, okay, I want to watch what happened. Okay. So you rewind the tapes, and you see a robber come into the bank, right? Like, doesn't matter how he got into the bank. Let's just say he got in through the roof, right? Comes in the roof, goes up to the safe, to like the bank vault, okay? Walks up to the vault and puts his hand on the combo and just goes and opens the vault. First try, vault opens.
Okay.
What would you think?
Inside job.
Inside job, right? That's what everybody's going to say. I'm good, brother. All Christian here. Cool. Then, Bobby, you may like this. You may like this question. It's an alien.
I need my hair to go all the way. Take your hat off. It's aliens.
Yeah. Oh, dude, my hair is going to be all fucked right now.
It's aliens.
Dude, look how fucking crazy my hair is.
Do the aliens thing. Like, it's aliens.
Oh, yeah, I got the... It's aliens. Yeah, the alien, the history. Oh, I forgot I don't have my headphones on. I got a little more free reign. It's aliens. Hang on, I gotta find that guy real quick. Where's that guy? I'm sure we can find him real quick.
Ancient aliens or something like that.
Aliens. Dude, I used to love that fucking show.
I still watch it once in a while.
Yes, there he is. Here, hang on. Let's pull him up on the browser. Oh my God, this is actually on the History Channel website. Okay, let me pull it up on the browser screen. Hey, Robert Harvey, I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you, sir. There he is, dude. It's aliens. Aliens. Okay. Okay. So your first thought is inside job.
Yes.
Okay. So why would you think that?
Because it makes nobody, unless they work in there, would know the code first try. Because it's just, you can't unless you know, unless you have this magic power that's unnatural, you would have to already know it.
Right. So basically, your thought process is the odds of that happening on the very first time.
Astronomically impossible.
Right. Okay. So why is it when you look at things on a micro level, like something like a bank robbery, your brain immediately goes to, well, that's bullshit. That's got to be an inside job. Because how the fuck could that have happened without, like it's more likely that was an inside job than it was that was a coincidence by chance, right? So if you extrapolate that to the macro level, to everything around you, this fucking galaxy and the planets. So why is it when you look at it on that grand scale, like the planet, space, us, all that shit, why is it easier for humans at that scale to be like, oh, that was the Big Bang. That was just total chance. That was total chance. That was a lucky guess. See, it's interesting, right? Now look,
because I know what I believe, and I believe it in my core, that there's enough proof to me, unlike that video of the guy and the giant on the mountain.
Oh, Bobby, you missed it, buddy.
I have more evidence of a god.
You missed it, Bobby. Maybe you should rewind this. We went over a conspiracy theory about a giant on a mountain.
I can explain why people...
And I convinced everybody in the chat that there was a giant on that mountain. All right, go ahead.
And I also can explain... I can't think of the word. It was right there on the tip of my tongue. Ancestry worship, where they would worship their ancestors.
0%. I love you, Dave. I should have come over and had a cigar. I literally had my phone in my hand, and I was about to call you, and I was like, I don't want to bother him and his girlfriend. I heard to come over there recently. I should have called you, man. I should have called you and come over there. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's an interesting question, and I can appreciate people who aren't religious. I get it. I understand it. And I was like that for the longest time.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting question, right? Like, you see something that small, and your brain immediately goes to, well, that's bullshit. But then when you look at life around you, people write it off, and they're like, that was the first lucky combo guess.
I mean, just
looking... That was the first lucky combo.
I mean, look at parts of the body, like even the eye.
Dave, you know what? You're right. I should have called you and given you the opportunity to say no. I will do that next time, buddy. All right, go ahead. What?
Like even the eye of humans, of other creatures, the complexity of all. You would have to. The eye. You would have to.
What the fuck are you talking about?
With stuff,
like the eyeball?
No, like happen chance. Like, oops, just one day you could see. It means you'd have to go through generations of that creature or whatever to finally say, so it was blind, and then one day it happened.
I don't know what you're talking about?
That happened chance. You're talking about inside job. I'm talking about God and chance and the whole realm of things, even the smallest little thing, like the eye.
Like eye is in my eyeball,
yes.
Or eye is in...
Eyeball.
What are you am I too drunk to understand what the hell you're talking about?
Yes.
You're somehow relating an eyeball to God?
Because you're talking about the guy at the bank.
Right.
That's so micro to the big bang.
So you're saying that the fact that my eyeball works and I can see...
Yeah, because...
Why did you hyper focus on an eyeball?
Because it's the only thing I could think of in my head was an eyeball.
Okay.
Because there are some creatures that have crazy eyes. Not just, I mean, humans have eyes, but there's other creatures that have eyes that they would... The happen chance of it just one day, this happening, is astronomically impossible. The evolution of it can't just take millions and billions of years, or creatures would go extinct.
So hang on, to play devil's advocate here, though.
Things would go extinct before it got figured out.
Right, but hang on. So to play devil's advocate on that comment, because you said...
You realize I don't believe in evolution in certain ways. Not every way.
Yeah, but
I understand its terminology gets thrown around.
You're leaving out one factor, though, and that's time.
Yeah, time. But here's the thing. During that time...
You've got billions and billions
but you go
and
extinct.
billions and billions of years. Yeah, maybe... Well, so, okay.
Then at one time...
Now, maybe. So there's a theory
I don't believe it was billions and billions of years. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Which, again...
So there's a theory called the Fermi paradox, which is this belief that why don't we see aliens swarming the universe, right? And so...
That's a whole other theory I have on that.
So oh, dude, I definitely believe in aliens, and that will be our next... Okay, we can debate that on the next After Dark.
I have my theory.
Okay, anyway. Oh, you think they're... Yeah, demons, yeah, whatever. Okay, so...
or they're us. Demons are us.
Oh, I definitely think they could be us from the future, sure.
Not from the future.
Well, that's... We'll get into my theories in a minute. All right, so...
There's more than you realize is going on.
What did you say?
Time, something paradox.
Oh, the Fermi paradox. Right. So scientists have tried to understand, okay, if we have this long time frame, right, and I understand you don't agree with it, but let's just assume for a second then theoretically the universe should be swarming with aliens, and if it's not, then the answer, if aliens exist or don't exist, that answer is interesting either way.
Then
But hang on. So one of the theories, this Fermi thing. Listen, would you just chill out for just a second?
I
Hang
have
on.
something to say.
All right, go
I
ahead.
want
All
to
right,
forget
I'll shut up. Go ahead.
I don't want to
go
forget
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
if all this time and aliens are swimming around, why? From what I gathered, from what I've studied about certain things, correct me if I'm wrong, is that as far as I can look into the universe, the galaxy is the exact same as galaxies closer. So that means the galaxies, there's no new forming galaxies. They're all the same age. Why are they all the same age?
Well, I don't think that's true. So okay, hold that thought. Hang on.
Okay.
So the Fermi paradox, the theory is there's something called the Great Filter, okay? And the idea is that there is something that happens in the evolution of any species that wipes them out. And that's why the galaxy is not swarming with aliens, right? So if you take the age of the universe, we are like a hair on that timeline, right? And you've got
It's really hard for me to grasp it because I
Listen,
don't believe
I understand. I'm just telling you what scientists are debating. I
But there's
understand.
one side, because they will not debate the creationist. They debate
no,
amongst themselves, but they won't include it because they just think, honestly, I find there's a little superiority complex
I don't think
that they
that's-
don't want to have
listen,
a debate.
I
They don't debate them.
I don't think that's true.
Or
but-
they get into arguments with
I don't
each
think
other.
that's true. And listen, I'm on your side here. You're fighting against me here, but I think that you shouldn't live in an echo chamber, and you should think about these other possibilities too.
I have seen it, but it
Okay,
goes against
okay.
my belief, what I believe God did.
This is like going so off the wall.
I told you, I believe it in my
We went
core.
from giants on mountains to debating God. Okay, so anyways, so there's a theory that there's this, what's called the Great Filter, where something happens where some species evolves and then hits this filter and then dies, right? And so that's an attempt to explain why the universe is not swarming with like aliens, right? And so then they're like, okay, so what about us, right? So if the Fermi paradox and the Great Filter is correct, then that's terrifying for us because there's only two options. One, we're behind this Great Filter, or two, or the other option is we're the only ones ever to have passed the Great Filter.
Or there's no great filter and we're only...
Well, okay, yeah, listen, I understand that. I understand that. I'm telling you what scientists are debating
It's
to try to
like,
like
you guys try to
explain-
make this big thing and it's so simple.
No, there's no you guys. This is just what.
I know.
Listen,
I've heard it all. Trust me.
I understand what you're saying. I get what you believe, but I'm just saying you should at least think about.
I have.
What the other
I
things
find
are.
it so mental gymnastics.
Listen, I agree.
I do. I find the stuff that deals with certain aspects of evolution with the millions, billions of years is mental gymnastics to me because it's so simple.
See, Bobby, what you're missing out on, buddy? He's like, I've never joined this fucking show ever. Yeah, but okay. So for me, I was like against belief until the Zach thing happened. That and you know what? It actually pisses me off that happened to me because, in my opinion, I feel that faith should be, or that your religion should be based on like some sort of faith and not.
But you gotta be careful about that because religion is like a denomination. Your spirituality is your relationship with God, which means you're looking at it the wrong direction. When you look at what happened with the situation with Zach, you should look at like as a religious experience. It's a spiritual experience that you went through that God made like opened himself in the sense of that. I don't know if I'm saying this right, if it's making any sense. That,
All right, so I'm just going to say this story. We only got 7 people here.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Yeah,
like
we
1 o'clock, we're talking about
We got
religion.
7 people on Rumble, 7 people on YouTube.
And we're going to have a kid waking
and
up soon.
one person on Facebook.
We're going to have a kid waking up
Hey,
soon.
we're up to 8 people on YouTube now. Oh, back to 7. Okay, so
Sorry.
in case people don't want to go back and see the short, I'm just going to... Oh, by the way, Lauren, what did you think about Lauren? Did you watch her on the show?
I wasn't able to. I
Seriously?
had to pick up my kid from football.
You need to connect with her. She's doing like a bunch of like women like bourbon tasting stuffs, and she just started a YouTube channel. So I told her I'd give you her cell
I
phone
will
number.
check it out. Definitely interested.
Okay, so here's the story with me. I've told this before, and I've got a short on it, but I'll just say it real quick. This is what happened to me. I wouldn't say I was against God. I had my doubts. I think that's probably the best way to say
You're a
that.
doubting Thomas.
Yeah, my life was like really shitty when I was younger, and I was angry. I guess that's the best way to phrase that. I was angry. Maybe my anger was misplaced in God, I guess. And so I don't know if it was more like a direct, I didn't want to believe, but it was definitely not a thought on my mind, and I didn't really care. So, okay, are you okay with me telling this story?
Can I tell the story? Because I think when you told the story, it was a little bit. I think you either moved stuff around or it
I
kind of
didn't
got.
move stuff around. I just don't think you remember it. Okay, so we had our first kid, Mr. Zachary, who I think is watching the stream. Zach, do you know this story?
I think he's asleep.
There's no way he's asleep.
Probably put him to sleep.
We may have put him to sleep.
His chair.
He may be asleep in his chair. We have so many damn kids. My son lives in our basement. We got a finished basement down here, and he's like in the other room. Anyways, so we had Zach, and then you had got pregnant with our second kid.
In August.
Yeah. Holy
And
shit, you remember the month? I didn't even remember
It
the
was
month.
in August, going in September.
Wow.
We went to the doctors, and that's when I found out that I lost.
Well, hang on. Well, you're jumping way ahead. Hang on.
We
So-
can't leave out the accident either.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna tell the whole story. I'm gonna wrap it up with this story, and this is how I came to God. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna end the stream. Nobody's joining Zoom. Nobody wants to touch this conversation with a 10-foot fucking pole. This is amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so here was my come to Jesus moment.
guarantee no one wants to
When
hear
we
me.
had our kids, we had discussions about the names of our children, and we wanted to keep. It was important to us to keep our family names in our kids, right?
Something
So
like- yeah.
the middle name of my oldest son is my father's name. And when we got pregnant with our second kid, we were going to name him my middle name, which is David.
I think so. I can't remember. Yeah.
Yep, because we found out it was a boy. It had gotten that far.
No, it didn't. It was 9 weeks. We had no idea. The blood works at time was 15 weeks.
So we did not know the sex of the kid? Okay. Doesn't change the story, but that's interesting because I thought that we did know
No.
the sex.
No.
Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't really change the story that much. So she got violently ill one night, and I thought she had food poisoning. And I remember I left to go to Publix
Oh my word, the pain.
to like get you some. I don't know what the fuck I was doing because like I was like, oh, I'll just go get you some medicine.
Considering any other time you would have taken me to the hospital. That's the funny part.
I had gone to the grocery store to get her. I don't even know what medicine I was looking for.
I don't know why else.
Anyways, but I
was
remember
just, like,
you had
screaming.
just eaten like some food, like Mexican food or Chinese food, and you were like, ugh. And so I assumed you had like a stomach bug.
I was fetal position.
Yeah, so
in
she ended
bed.
up, while I was gone, ended up miscarrying our second child, which was
already
awful.
in the process of it.
I'm going to spare all the details of how horrifying that experience was and what we did, and that was awful. It was probably one of the worst things ever to go through.
But
ever.
I don't want to talk to you more about that, but I just want to say my thing really quick is that after all this,
Don't ruin the.
can I
what
say
happened.
the accident part? I'm not saying your story.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that.
I thought it happened after the accident.
It did.
So I need to say about the accident.
You want to talk about the
Yes.
accident? Okay, go ahead.
So after we had the miscarriage, a few months later was.
Well, let me just say one more thing before you get into that. Sorry.
I hate being interrupted.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know how the hell we've been married this long because I just.
I just
I
want to get
really
it
don't.
out.
I know. So Nicole is the type of person. She's like the sweetest person I've ever known in my life, and so like, this would have
Sometimes
like
I don't.
this happening would have like devastated her.
So-
Like,
Yes.
well,
I can explain. I can
actually, sorry. Go ahead.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
sorry,
Yeah,
'cause
go
I
ahead.
can
I'm gonna
chime
shut
it
up.
in.
I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead.
So, so I going back and forth from work. It was New Year's Eve. I had to go to work. I didn't take any time off at the time.
So the miscarriage happened, you said August?
It was September.
September.
Because I was 9 weeks. I found him in August and September.
So we're talking 3 months later.
Yes.
You're going to work. Okay.
I'm going to work.
December.
And it was, I think we had a lot of rain and ice.
It was a really bad snowstorm.
Really
in Georgia.
bad
Really
weather.
bad.
It wasn't any snow. It was just really.
Was that snowpocalypse?
No. Can I finish the story?
Jeez, I'm so sorry.
Like we're old
so
married
sorry.
couple.
So sorry.
Let
We
me
are.
finish the
We
story.
are an old married couple. Go ahead.
So, because I'm the one driving. So I remember I was just wanting to get to work and back because it was New Year's Eve, because I think we had New Year's off. And I knew I could just leave early that day. No one was in the office. Like literally no one's on the road. So I go, there's a road that goes around downtown Duluth. I think it's 120. And I go around and I come around a corner and I don't know what, I just remember hitting something on the road. I think it was like ice patch or something.
You think?
The road looked all the same to me. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 morning, like it was still dark. And the car starts spinning. I hit head on into a tree, rolled down, in the process hit the back of the car. And next minute I know, I come to, I'm looking up at trees.
It was 2009.
2009. And I look up at trees and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get to work, was my first thought in my head. So I actually thought I was like, oh, I gotta get to work. I grabbed the thing. Oblivious to the fact that my whole head unit is hanging out beside me. The roof's caved in the back. There's like no, like literally, car was a mess. My head was like, I gotta get to work. And I go and I was like, oh crap, I'm not going. Why am I not going? Oh shh. I was like, I start looking around for my phone, because at this point I realized I need help. Like I'm down, I don't see any houses, nothing. I'm in trees. And I still do this to this day because of that accident, is I always plug in my phones and the cable. I always keep them plugged in. So I was able to stay connected to the whole accident, my iPhone and my BlackBerry. So I pulled the cords up. The BlackBerry was shattered. My iPhone was perfectly fine. Like not even a scratch, not even a broken screen, nothing. It was over in the floor of the passenger side. So I called 911 and I told them, like, I had an accident. I'm down in a ravine. I need help. And so I try to explain to her, like, you're going to have to stay, like, we need to be on the phone together because they're not going to see me because I'm down a ravine. And she keeps telling me, ma'am, just calm down. I'm like, I am calm. You are not going to see me. No one's going to see me. Because I remember, hold on. So I was.
Oh, wait, hang on. While you're talking, I'm going to show pictures of this accident.
Okay.
That's your car.
That was my car. And so I remember at one point I rolled down my window and started yelling for help. And the cold air hit, and I'm like, oh crap. And it's like, as I pull myself up, I have a sharp pain in my lower half around my.
That was your broken BlackBerry you were talking about.
Yes.
That was back in the BlackBerry days, baby.
And my hips hurt.
So I just want to say this log right here
is what stopped my car.
Yeah, her car rolled down this hill and hit it. This is all water.
The one tree.
This tree stopped the car from rolling.
There
into
was
the water.
on the one section. There was. If you notice, there's no other trees. There's one spot. Talk about God. In the whole area, because it's a creek bed. There's water.
Yeah, there it is. There's the water down there.
There's the water now. If that thing would have been there, I would have rolled in upside down, and I couldn't get out of my car, sitting up where I was on that log. Imagine being upside down over water.
Hey, there's me.
So.
Dude, look at the camcorder, bro. Oh man, I've always been recording shit, man.
Yes. So I found they got there. The guy came down, and the guy was like, "Are you okay?" Like I kept hearing, "Are you okay? Are you alive?"
Dude,
I'm like,
look at this shit. That is.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Get me out of here." So I had to crawl, and I was able to barely crawl in the back seat of the car. I had a leather jacket at the time. I put the leather jacket over me because they had to do the jaws of life to get they had to get the window off. and because you could see where they cut the glass, where it's like hanging there.
Oh, this was cut by the firefighters?
Yes, they had to get the jaws.
Bobby.
They had to get the jaws.
Bobby,
thing
Bobby, are
and
you still
rip
here?
and start sawing it. They had to rip the whole windshield off to
Hang
get
on,
me out.
Bobby, are you still in here? Or are you using the jaws of life, buddy? All right, go ahead.
So they get me out. So I'm in the ambulance, and they had, of course, the whole time they had to like cut my clothes off because they had to get me all ready to go to the hospital, and I'm just cracking jokes. And we get there, and all of a sudden, I realize I'm like, I gotta call work. So I call my boss. I think I called my boss or left him a message. I'm like, I'm not gonna be in today. I was in an accident. My mom thinking I'm gonna go to work. This is me off to work. I'll go today. No. Soon after that phone call, I started getting lightheaded. And next thing I know, I couldn't stay awake. And they're all like, you need to stay awake. We need to do CAT scan. We need to figure out if there's any internal damage. At that point, I remember the guy was holding me up like this by the x-ray machine. He kept shaking. He's like, wake up, wake up. And I'm like,
what the fuck? You didn't tell me this part.
I couldn't stay awake. And
okay, that's terrifying.
and I'm like, and so they told all stuff. And it was just one thing after another. And I was just like, so that's the last part I remember. I remember your mom visiting me, and I thought I was hallucinating because she had, remember her Russian hat she had? The big fluffy. She walks in with this big Russian hat on.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at, and I'm like, what is happening? I was that delusional at that point because I couldn't stay awake. Everything was like in a dream state.
I forgot about that hat. Yeah.
And she's like, she sat in the room with me, and I'm just like, the whole time, like, I'm like, who are you? Like, I know you're for how many years? I was like, what? Like, it made no sense to me. But after that, it was just like, that's ever since that accident, my memory's never been right.
Okay, you've never told me that either.
There's certain memories I don't have anymore. Okay. I discover over the years because someone will say something to remember something, and I'm like, I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember Holly from my work. Ooh.
No, the car. But that whole accident.
Okay.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. If I had not had my miscarriage when I did.
Right. Well, hang on. So okay, just hold that thought.
Okay.
So, again, miscarriage was September.
September-ish, yeah.
That happened in December.
December, January, like end of December, yeah.
Yeah. So the point is, and this is what I was alluding to a second
ago. And I was
ago,
9 weeks.
Was that that if she had lost the baby because of that accident, I don't think you would have ever been the same. You may have killed yourself.
No, I would have done that.
Like me knowing you, like I think you would have been. It would have been. You would have never been the same.
I would probably.
You would have forever blamed yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I could not live in myself.
But hang on, that's not even the God part yet. So that piece is interesting too. That God. Do you want more? Or you want some more pineapple and rum? You do, don't you?
I'm fine. Continue. I keep
good?
sneezing. Please continue.
We'll get something else.
I don't. I'm good. I need to.
Okay, so.
I'm surprised Hassan saw
So I know, I'm surprised too, honestly.
He was
so the miscarriage happened 3 months prior to that,
yes.
which saved you from the pain of blaming yourself.
Because I would have been 4 or 5 months pregnant
I
by then.
sure think you would have lost a kid in that accident. I mean,
no, without a doubt.
That car is insane what happened. The cop, I remember the cop called me. So I remember, so back in the day, this is like when we were like happy married couple. Like you would call me and go, I love you, I'm at work, right? It's like, now we don't give a fuck about each other.
What's funny is like I called work before I called you.
Yeah, and I remember like
I was like so worried.
For some reason I think I was on vacation.
Yes, everyone was on vacation except me.
Yeah, this is before you were like retired.
I had your car.
Yeah, this is before you were like long retired. See, aren't you glad you retired?
You were home. I think you were home with Zach too.
Yeah, I was home, and I remember thinking like I didn't get a call from Nicole. Like and I remember thinking that's weird. Like you didn't call me to tell me you got to work. And then my phone rang, and it was the police department, and it was a cop crying on the phone.
Oh no!
Which, by the way, oh great, Spooky Tay is here. That's my daughter. She may not want to hear the story. The worst way to probably engage in a conversation with.
I thought you saw him to get your stuff. I thought the cop saw you there. He didn't call you. I didn't realize they called you.
Yeah, he called me, and he called, and his opening conversation was him crying.
How on earth did you handle that?
I was like, hello, can you like, what the fuck's going on? Because he was just crying. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. And I was like, what is going on? And he was like, oh, my 20 years of a policeman. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? What he was trying to say was that he's never walked, and I showed the pictures of the car. Those pictures are the actual car crash. He's saying that he has never walked up to an accident that bad and seen a survivor.
And guess what my injuries were? I had a fractured pelvis and a shattered tailbone.
Yeah, which would have
That was it.
That would have killed the kid, though. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that's all I had. But
And
like 2 weeks later, there's an accident just like this happened in the perimeter. The lady was instantly killed.
Yeah, so
Same
anyway,
situation.
So he calls me crying, and he's like, "Oh, then finally he mumbles out, your wife's fine," and I'm like, "Bro, you couldn't have opened with that? Like, what the fuck?" So, and again, this is like back before, like, I don't know, this is like really shitty cell phone days. Like, I mean, she had a BlackBerry, right? So this is like,
I did have an iPhone though.
yeah, that might have been like the iPhone 1. I mean, that had to be like super.
It was
The
like
BlackBerry
3.
existed. That had to be super
I think it was
early.
like 3 or something.
You might be right.
was-
Anyways, it doesn't matter. So, I don't think I had an iPhone at that time.
Yeah,
think
I
was
had one
still-
before you.
Yeah, you did, yeah. And then I saw how cool it was and hopped over to the iPhone. Anyways, that's not even the God part, right? So it's just interesting though that happened, and it looked like a horrific thing for us to go through. But then in retrospect, that accident happened, and how much worse it would have been if
For a whole family,
if you had been the cause of the baby dying, let me rephrase that. If you had felt you were the cause of losing the baby, that would have been way worse, right? So that piece is interesting, but that's not even the most interesting piece for the 10 people left that are here.
7.
Is
Are
down
so
there? No,
interesting.
it says 9. It says 9. And we got 0 on Facebook, and we got
so
5 on
interesting.
Rumble. Boom, Rumble's rocking right now. Okay, so again, going back to how we keep family names in our kids. So this kid, we had decided we were going to name David, which was my middle name, right? Are you like still like what's happening?
No, I'm following your story. I'm waiting.
Okay, so
Continue.
fast forward many years. We have more kids.
No, we just had Nick. Because Nick was he came. I was pregnant with Nick.
So yeah, so
2 months later.
So I guess technically our third kid was born.
Our third kid was 2014.
Well, I'm trying to I don't know how do you we lost one and then another one was born.
That
so,
was.
So do you not consider Nick the third one?
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
yeah,
about many
So-
years.
so-
I was like,
so
I'm
Nick
thinking-
was born.
I don't think it was that far back.
Our second son, our second kid, and we moved to the house we're in now.
I thought it was at the other house.
No, it was I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was this house.
Bedroom
yeah,
setup
I'm
is the
pretty sure it's
same,
this
so
house.
it's hard to remember when you have both bedrooms are set up the same
Yeah,
way.
it doesn't even matter. Like it's irrelevant to the story, but I'm pretty sure it was this house. It was a long time ago. That's really what matters. And Zach was very young. Zach, are you still awake? I'm curious if he remembers this.
He doesn't.
Our kids, all of our kids, and maybe this is like a universal kid thing, they never want to go to bed. There's always some excuse. I gotta pee. I'm hungry. I want to do this. I want to do that. And they're always walking around, turning the lights on, leaving lights on,
What's
going
that
downstairs.
film, Scrooge? I want to.
Oh my God, dude, listen, we gotta get Halloween lights for Halloween.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to get
I
you on a
love-
rabbit trail. That
I
line
loved-
came in my head. I couldn't remember it.
I loved your. He goes in and he goes, Dave's still here. I hate sleep until I am asleep. Yeah. Dave is hanging in for the story. You're about to hear the end of this, Dave. He gets him. He gets him a 5-pound thing of veal, and he goes, but I wanted a choo choo. he goes. What does he say? He's like, he goes, all day long I just hear people complain. My back hurts. My finger hurts. I'm only 5. I love Scrooge. One of my favorite Christmas movies ever. Okay, anyway, so we moved to this house, and the kid was going to be David that we lost. And again, our kids are up all the time. Got to get a snack. Got to get a drink. Got to go to the bathroom. Got to do this. Whatever. So they're always flipping lights. They're always waking us up. So our oldest son comes into our room and is like complaining about a light, right?
But here's the thing: he sleepwalks at this age a lot.
Okay, true. I agree with you. at this age, our oldest, he did sleepwalk a lot. It was very.
It was creepy.
I've never dealt with a sleepwalker before.
I was a sleepwalker.
If you guys have ever dealt with a sleepwalker, it is fucking weird. It is so weird.
I'm just gonna walk him
Their
back.
eyes are like wide fucking open and they're talking to you, but they're asleep. It is fucking crazy.
Continue.
It is nuts. So there's that piece too. Like, okay, is this a sleepwalking thing? Like, so he comes into our room, keeps complaining about this light, right? He's like waking me up. And I'm like, I keep telling him like, turn the hall light off, because I'm thinking he's talking about the hall light on is like bothering him. And he's like, this is light on. And I'm like getting to the point where I'm like pissed. I'm like, just turn the fucking hall light off. So he comes into our room like 3 or 4 times and does this. And by the 3rd time, I'm like really pissed because this is back when we had to like drive to work every day in the world pre-COVID. So I'm like, pissed off that I'm exhausted having to drive to Alpharetta now. And so I'm like half with it, and he leaves our room, and I keep saying turn the hall light off, and I hear him say something about it's not the hall light. He goes, and this is what I hear as he's leaving. There's a blue light in my room, and it keeps waking me up, and then he says, and his name is David. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I could.
So now, we've got a kid who never knew, ever, that you miscarried. Ever. We never spoke about it.
They know about it now,
Ever.
but
they know about it now.
But they didn't know back then.
Never. Said the name, said a blue light was in his room, and that like he kept coming in to like wake me up.
And don't forget the time we had that little thing in, I think it was Nick was a baby, that it was a little bassinet. And never had an issue. And then one night, remember it kept going off?
I do remember that. That was fucked up. It was like broken. And then
It was just,
yeah, and then it just started working. I remember that. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I
that,
took it because it was fine. And then I think we even took the batteries out, and it still did, I think, one time without batteries.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is leaving the house.
So
I was like, no.
So I've gone over this event in my head a million times. And this goes back to, like, the bank robber. So, like, what are the odds that he would come into our room, say that name, that specific name,
inside somebody,
and talk about a blue light? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And so I did a short on this on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube shorts.
Why would something go to a little child, something so sensitive a subject?
Because that's his brother.
But
his brother.
But wouldn't you think it should be like, I don't know.
Yeah, listen, I don't know either. But like that's just it's
because you have like concept of death when you're that little is just really not the same as we are.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're that little, like those weird things aren't weird to you as a kid. They're just not.
Yeah, I did some really said weird things when I was younger.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But if you were like 2 years old,
I'm just saying,
and you saw like a blue light flying around, you wouldn't be like, oh, this is not fucking normal. You'd be like, oh, that's a blue light. Like you wouldn't think that that's not normal.
I know. I'm just saying. Like I've said really.
Yeah, and so in
myself.
the YouTube short that I did, I felt like that was God talking to me. And this was, by the way, this was atheist Matt, and that really made me rethink my position on that, because I scientifically, like my scientific, like geeky coder computer geek mind has a very difficult time writing that off as coincidence.
And here's another question. Kind of think on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So since you're at a certain period of time, you're atheist, Matt, you know since the beginning I was a Christian because you make fun of me.
No, I didn't make fun of you. Other people did that used to be on this
channel.
But
you knew I was a Christian.
Yeah.
So what made you think as an atheist that be interested in a Christian?
Oh, you were just hot as hell. Are you kidding me? You were hot as hell. Oh, hang on.
No, this is public.
Oh, yeah, I know it's public. It's coming.
Please don't.
It's coming right now.
Don't.
I'm gonna show y'all.
No.
College Nicole.
No.
Oh, it's coming.
No.
It's coming.
I'm gonna leave.
It's God's coming.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Y'all stick around.
You'll never see me again.
Y'all stick around for college, Nicole. Here it is. Here
Oh,
it is.
God.
Here it is. How do I copy this to?
No.
Oh yeah, baby.
No, God help.
Select destination. Scratch. Select.
Because I didn't know you were an atheist till way later.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And it's always been an issue because, you know me, I want to go to church.
All right. Y'all want to see college, Nicole? Here we go. All right. Here's college, Nicole.
Oh, God. Please. Nothing.
There you go.
Please take that
And you want to
Take it off!
hang on. You want to ask me?
Take it off!
You're asking me why I was attracted to that?
God, Matt, you've just embarrassed the hell out of me.
You're asking me why I was attracted to that?
Please. Please.
Why was I attracted to that?
Please.
Why was I attracted to that?
Take it off.
Why was I attracted to
Take it
that?
off. Please.
Yeah, we're old as shit now.
I'm off camera forever.
That's why I was attracted to that. Who gives a shit about atheism of that?
Now I'm 44
Yeah, I'm right there
and
with
had
you, man.
4 babies.
Very, very.
Pregnant 5
Listen,
times.
I never in a million years thought we'd have a family this big, but I'm very proud of our kids. I'm very happy about it. It's like zooming in on delay. Look there. There's your pre-kid stomach. That's awesome.
God.
Yeah, I mean, like I have any fucking room to talk. I'm like 1,000 pounds heavier than I was when you met me too.
Make it stop.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tough for me to like just write that off as like a coincidence. It's so bizarre.
See, for me, because I have such a core belief, I don't.
Old Pirate Bourbon. Yes, cheers. See, Old Pirate Bourbon, that was him raising the flag to being like, Matt, I get it. Old Pirate Bourbon's like, yar. I fucking get those big ass tits and ass. Y'all should. I got backside pictures too if y'all want to see that.
No. Please stop. Put the phone down.
So like I've thought about this because again, to me, like religion, I think
You gotta be very. Here's the thing. There's a line between religion and spirituality.
Okay,
It's not
then let me
exclusively
explain.
mutual to one to
Fine,
the
then
other.
let me explain my thought, and then you can tell me which one you think it is. I think that a huge part of like believing in God.
That now you're talking about relationship with God. Your relationship with God is your own personal experience. So you had a
Okay.
personal experience with.
Well, yes, but hang on. Let me just get this out, and then you can tell me
Okay.
what you think. I think that a huge part of like believing in a God existing, right? Like not being agnostic, like you actually believe in some deity.
Yep.
Or maybe agnostic. Maybe I'm using that word wrong. I think agnostic means you believe in some God, you just don't know what it is.
Something like that.
So maybe I was agnostic at the time, but I don't understand. Like I think that part of religion, in a whole, is that you don't have.
So it pains you because religion. I mean, now you talk about denomination. Well, what denomination believes that? 'Cause they have
Okay,
different-
whatever. Listen, just stop. Hang on. What I mean by that is like part of being religious, in my opinion, is not having 100% the answer. Like there has to be some sort of like faith and belief in the unknown, and that what you believe is true without evidence. That's my opinion. So like for example, if like God like floated in here right now and was like, "What's up, bitches? I'm God," right? We'd be
say
like,
that, but okay.
It would be like clear cut, assuming it wasn't like an alien or something weird. Like
Okay.
God exists, right? And then it would be it wouldn't be like a religious journey for you to believe that existed, because you had 100% definitive. Hang on, I'm almost done. Because you had 100% definitive proof that some deity existed. Okay, and so I've talked about this with my friends who are like way more religious than me when I've been smoking cigars, and I almost feel unfairly brought into the religious camp, because I feel like God spoke to me so clearly with Zach saying that David thing, that I have no other option to believe that was a direct communication from God, that my son is alive in heaven, and God said, I got him, he's good, believe in me. And I almost feel like an asshole. I almost feel unfairly that I can categorically believe that God exists because that event happened to me, and other people have to believe in God without any shred of evidence that God exists. Does that make sense?
Here,
We got 6 people left.
okay. You say that, but here's the thing with this all of like your experience
Yeah.
with that. Now you interrupt me. I can't remember what I was going to say. You gotta let me speak.
I will enjoy my Master Pick 15 while you talk. Go ahead.
But here's your belief. Your belief can't just stop with your experience. It has to grow in a relationship. That's why you have to move continuously moving forward and not say, I had experiences, I believe in God, and just it sits there. It's stagnant. It has to grow. Your faith and belief have to grow. You just can't keep it contained in here. You have to let it come out.
That's my whole point.
It has to.
No, that's my whole point. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
Then you're putting a line in the sand.
No.
Saying, God, I'm going to believe only so much.
No, I'm not. That's the point that I'm making, is that's the journey that people have to take who have no definitive proof. They have to continue to somehow justify believing in a magic man a magic man in the clouds that exists.
That's their...
Right, I understand that. But that's what I'm saying is, like, for me, that was like a direct communication to God, where God was like, hey, Matt, I'm here.
So what did you do with it?
I fucking totally changed my ways and believed in God.
Okay, what else did you do with it?
I became religious, pray with my kids every night, and...
Do you go to church?
No, but what I'm saying, though, is like, that was like I feel
There's
like it was...
more to spirituality than praying.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have, the scripture has I can't talk. Specifically talks about prayer, how it needs to be done. There is a way prayer is done. When you speak to the Father.
Yeah, forget about that piece. What my question is, why, if God chose to directly communicate with me through Zach, why did he do that? And why did he make it, in my opinion, so clear-cut?
Why are you asking me why?
I'm not asking why. I'm just proposing this as an interesting question. So clear-cut, in my opinion, that it removed all doubt that some sort of God existed. That's what I'm saying, because when people believe in a religion, typically, it's like, okay, I think this is weird that we're all here. I think there's like some magic marshmallow man in the sky.
You don't understand it.
Well,
you need to go to church.
There are people... I'd be willing to bet, who are religious, who feel God has never spoken to them, and maybe even angry and upset that they feel like they've never been, like, had any kind of communication or felt or touched or had any sort of experience with God, yet they continue to believe. And what I'm saying is that God came to me and literally said, I'm here, I have your son, he's good.
I can guarantee you those other people have had situations in life, but Satan often blinds us. He doesn't want us to have a relationship, to have those moments. God doesn't want to prevent us to have a relationship with him. He's never going to put a roadblock saying this or that to have a relationship with me, to know me. The door is there. You open the door of belief. You say, I believe, open the door, and you go. He didn't sit there and gank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I think a lot, here's the thing. I think a lot of your questions lie not just with smoking cigars with your friends, but you need to talk to people or listen to preachers, people who know the scriptures, understand a lot more than what we do. And religion comes in different denominations.
First of all,
they believe totally different things.
First of all, I disagree with you. I think bourbon and cigars can solve a lot of things. And I think guy talk can solve a lot of things too. And I got to say, listen, I understand your whole belief in the whole church thing, but I don't know, man. There's just so much like weirdness.
Because the church is the body of Christ.
Dude, churches is just... I don't even want to get into it because we're going to get epically demonetized if I go into my problem with churches right now. But
here's the thing.
There's nothing
your problem
wrong.
with churches is based off of something that happened 20 years ago.
Please don't demonetize us.
Okay.
Just keep it to yourself.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with people experimenting or having their spiritual journey on their own. I think it would behoove you to agree that God would promote people to find their own path to him, Do you agree with that?
My path, considering my path that I took in my life, yeah, your path can go all crazy which ways. I can vouch to that one.
Yeah.
Because I have been, if I could tell my story, it goes every which
I
way.
can tell my story.
Without being interrupted every 5 seconds. I love you. Yes, I can look back in my life and see how God was like, nope, you're not going this way. You're going this way.
So if you looked at 9-year-old Nicole.
9-year-old, let me think where I was
And you looked at Nicole now, who's married to a dude who retired you, who gives you everything you want.
I could tell you.
And you still hate me somehow.
I don't hate you.
You literally, like, your struggles are sitting on a couch or being on Instagram all day long.
I'm watching a kid all day long,
That's
trying
true.
not to
That's
die.
That's true. Wait, what are you trying not to die? What
He
are you-
just does all types of kooky stuff.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just
talking about Hudson. Yeah.
I'm
I thought
just
you.
like-
I thought you meant you. Yeah.
No, I'm keeping
Okay,
kids
okay.
alive. So no, it's not just sitting there. It's making sure they don't climb the counters and jump off thinking they're Superman.
Yeah, Hudson has been like the total opposite of all of our kids. We never had to childproof anything until Hudson. He is fucking crazy.
I just have to, and then it's like I sit there and get frustrated because I get nothing done. It's like I'm
Hudson.
keeping a kid alive.
Our newest son, he would literally go get pliers and try to stick them in electric outlets.
Like he's trying to fix it. I'm
He
like,
is like none of our kids have ever done
I
anything
have
like
to
this.
watch him like a hawk. Like I have to be in the same room with him at all times.
He is.
The
yeah.
one room that he can be in somewhat unsupervised is the playroom.
Now, why don't you tell everybody? Proud.
No.
Pr-
No.
Wait, what the fuck are you thinking? I'm talking about where he went to protect you.
Oh yeah.
Proud daddy moment. Why don't you tell him about 2-year-old little man Hudson?
3-year-old now.
He's not. Oh, he is. Oh shit, he is 3. Oh my god.
So the
he is
other
3.
day, we were upstairs. We heard this loud pop noise like sound. And I go to get up to investigate. He goes, "No, Mama, I go look."
Hell yeah.
And,
My
he,
fucking
and I
little-
kept trying to say, he goes, "No,
my
no,
fucking
no."
little 3-year-old man.
He
go-
wanted to go make sure it was okay. No,
Wait,
I have.
hang on. The Apostle Crew cheers. Yes, always the last child. Agreed. Go ahead.
I mean, never in my life have I been like, "You need to protect us as you're a man." Never once.
My little boy.
He knew exactly.
I'm
that-
telling you, it's genetically engineered into men. I'm telling you, men don't give a shit. We want to go protect our families. I'm telling you.
Everything he does.
I'm telling you.
I honestly, he plays all day. I don't tell him you're this, that. I just, he wants a car. I give him a car.
He's 3 years old. I've never coached him on that.
Never.
He heard a weird noise and he went to go protect his mama.
He told me to
3
sit
years
down.
old.
He was going to look
He
into
was
it.
like, I mean, he can't do shit. He's in a little diaper running around. He was like, I got this, mama. He went to go investigate a noise.
Yeah,
But look, it's just genetically in men. I'm telling you, men do this shit. I'm telling you, we don't care.
So many times he's done stuff, and I've never once.
You know what men care about?
Told
I'll
him
tell you
like
what,
this
you want
is
me-
what men do.
You want me to tell you the secret that
and it's
men
men
care about?
stuff.
You want to know the secret that men care about?
Do
It's
I-
real easy.
Are we going to demonetize?
No, we're not going to get demonetized. We're not going to talk about BJs or anything like that. It's real easy. I mean, those help too. We just want to be appreciated. That's it. That's it.
I
That's
do
it. That's
appreciate-
it. That's it. That's
But
it.
as a female,
That's it. That's
guess
it.
what?
That's
Females
it.
like to be appreciated too.
I listen. I agree. We all
Everybody
like to be
enjoys to be
I'm just telling you, men are
appreciated.
super simple. You just say, "Hey, I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you. Let me do all this shit."
I
That's
do.
it. That's it. And then the
I
occasional
do.
BJ. That's it.
You realize our kids are watching.
Yeah, whatever. They know what a BJ is. Come on.
No, they don't.
What
Not
do you mean?
all
No,
of
they
them.
don't.
Not all of them.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe one of them doesn't. Maybe one of them doesn't.
Don't ask if you're watching.
They're gonna know now.
No, they don't. We never explain it, and you're not going to explain it.
It means.
Nothing.
Oh my God. Okay. A quick BJ story.
No.
No. This is funny.
Talking about the warehouse or your
No,
food
no.
at?
This is really. I got a BJ story that's actually really funny. So I was at. You remember Steve Fritz, my long life friend. I've known this kid since elementary school. I've known this kid forever.
Why does this have to do with it?
This is such a funny story. I don't think you even know this story, actually.
I'm like,
about
where
to
is
tell you
this
this story. All right,
going?
I'm gonna tell my BJ story, and nobody's joined Zoom, so I'm gonna close Zoom, and we're gonna wrap it up after the story. Hang on, let me close Zoom.
Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and Hudson's
yeah.
going to be up like any
That's fine.
second.
All right, here's my BJ story. So, I know this kid I'm not gonna say his name. It doesn't matter.
You just said his name 5 seconds
Did
ago.
I say it? What did I say? Did I say his whole name?
Yes.
I said his full name?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, if I said his full name, sorry, buddy.
It's not as bad as sticking bumper stickers to his car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to. So I've
continue on.
I've known this guy since elementary school, and we have just fucking
Trolled each other
we
for
have
years.
trolled each other before trolling was a thing.
We had a
Wait,
computer.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We had a
It doesn't
computer
matter.
wire,
It doesn't
guys.
matter. Yeah. You have no idea.
Don't check anywhere in your
amount
house.
of trolling that we have done to each other.
It's still here, trust me.
We troll each other so hard. He lives in North Carolina. I live in Georgia. We have literally driven to another state to just troll the person and then drive back home. That is how much we troll each other. That's what you get as two dudes who have known each other since fucking 12 years old.
I don't know, it wasn't around.
12, 11? Yeah, you weren't around when I knew him. Man, I knew him like...
when you first knew him, I knew him when you're adults, but
back
not
in
when
like
you were in
688 attack sub, and back in like Red Alert 1, why do bourbon people hoard all the bourbon? You're a Facebook guy. Jason Bromstead? I don't think we hoard all the bourbon, man. I think we just enjoy bourbon. And what you're looking at, if you're talking about what's behind me, this is like a collection of like 6 years worth of collections. This is not like I went out and bought all this shit. I buy maybe a couple bottles a weekend.
It used to be all upstairs over my formal dining table. I am so glad it's here now.
Yeah. This started, so prior to COVID, I would have all my coworkers over and we'd have barbecues and I would just start buying bottles and people would bring bottles and it just has grown from there. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Trolling.
My BJ story. Okay, so this is so funny. So my friend, I was friends with this chick in high school. She was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe
You're alive.
y'all live at 140. Hey, look,
I don't know why I'm awake
bro,
either.
this is Whiskey Wisdom After Hours, my man. We do this hopefully every Saturday night late.
I'm gonna get like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Anyways, this beautiful
If
blonde.
that.
I'm not gonna say her name. I could pull up pictures, but anyways,
No, don't.
I was friends with her before my other friend was friends with
She
her.
would kill you if you push.
Yeah, and my friend hated me for being friends with this chick, which is so fucking ironic because now he's married to her. He's married to her now. He wanted because she smoked. That was why he hated her. Did you know that? He was like,
I think you said something like that.
yeah, this was back when
I never knew her when she did. So.
Yeah, this was back when like when preps existed. Remember like the preppy clique back in high school back in our time in like the early 90s? So,
I was not preppy.
So my friend was like a straight edge prep. He was
I don't
like
know what I was.
anti-alcohol, anti any fun. And she smoked. And so he was like, I can't talk with her. She smokes. And I was like, dude, she's a cool chick and she's hot. Anyway, so I hung out with her all the time, and she ended up marrying her, or he ended up marrying her, staying here till the end. We're almost done. Old Pirate Bourbon.
I think it's the 5th time
and
we
cheers,
said
Old
it.
Pirate Bourbon. No, this is my BJ story. Anyways, so they ended up getting married. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward a million years. I was like, what was I the best man at their wedding? I was something
We
at their wedding.
tried to be, but it was so
I think he asked me to be the best man at their wedding, and I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get into that whole thing.
No, it's a long
I have
story.
like recordings of their wedding, and
We were there.
We were there. It was a great time, and I'm not saying there was any drama involved. It was
No,
just,
it's not drama. It was a lot.
I was like 9,000. I was like bigger than I was now.
There's a story to it, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's just
it's not
long.
bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I had to like kind of step out of his wedding party, but it was because I was so fucking fat at the time, and it was so fucking hot. I
I'm
was like,
so glad we didn't have kids.
Yeah,
at the
I was
time.
like,
that
dude,
would have been a.
I was like, dude, if
utter-
you get my roly-poly ass up there, I'm gonna fucking pass out in your wedding. And so I ended up like sitting down. It was nothing drama. In fact, did you know that when Steve walked down the aisle, he actually like put his hand on
Yeah.
me? And yeah, I thought that was really nice. He's a great guy. Anyway, so fast forward to like they were doing a what is like the thing you have like before the wedding? It was like a party they were doing at his parents' house. I can't remember what it's called.
No, the wedding was in North Carolina.
Yeah,
they had a reception. They had a
I understand
pre-wedding.
that. They had like some kind of party at. I have it on camera. It was like some kind of party at his parents' house here in Georgia, Doesn't matter. Anyway, so she was there and he was there, and so we were all at the dinner table. This is so great. This is so amazing. Hang on. So you weren't there. I don't even think I was dating you at the time.
His wedding. I went to the wedding. We're married. We're married before them.
God damn, I've known you for so fucking long. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so
I was working.
So I'm at the dinner table, and it's my friend, his parents, and her parents are not there. It's just his parents, me, and her. And so we're trying to like have this conversation at the dinner table, right? And his parents are like the most stereotypical boomers you've ever seen in your life. They are like so.
But they were nice.
Oh, I love them to death.
Love them to
I
death.
love them to death. I still talk with them. I love them to death. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just trying to explain like how they are. They are grown up in like the age where when you graduate college, you go into a job and you stay there until you die. Like that's.
I mean, that's.
Look, that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
I would love that to be now, but that's just not how it doesn't matter. It's just their generation. So we're at the dinner table, and she's trying to talk about some kind of haircut. I think she was talking about
A bowl cut?
I think she was trying to talk about the haircut for the wedding. And so she was trying to explain what she was doing, and she goes, you can get well, finally connected back. Hey Adam. She was trying to say you can get a haircut and a blow dry.
Okay.
You see where this is going?
Yes.
And so she goes, you can get a haircut and a blow job for $10. And his dad, with no hesitation, goes, well, goddamn, that's a good deal. Holy shit. And the fact that like his generation, he like hopped in that, she was so embarrassed. She was like, oh my God. Like this is like this is like gonna be her new like parents because she's marrying this kid. And she goes, you can get a haircut and a blowjob for $10.
Oh God.
Oh my God! Everybody was just like, "Oh my God, did this just happen? Like, what do we do?" You know his parents? Like, imagine. Imagine sitting there at the table and that coming up, and she was like, "Oh my God, did I just say that? Did I just say that?"
The more you saw, I think I don't remember. Are you sure I wasn't there?
You were not there. You were definitely not there. And I was just like, I wanted to get out of that situation so bad. I like ate my potatoes and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go home. This is too brutal. And the fact that his dad was like, well, that's a great deal. Oh my God, dude. I will never forget that. So that's my blowjob story.
Now it's public.
But I didn't say names. I don't think I said names. You claim I said names.
Yeah, you said a name.
All right, that concludes this insane Whiskey Wisdom After Hours. We went from giants on mountains to religion to blowjobs. Would you like to say anything else?
I'm ready to go to bed. I'm gonna pull a Biden.
I'm gonna finish
Good
this.
night. Can I go to bed now?
I'm gonna finish this Master Pick 15 Barrel 3. Cheers to you. You've already drank your shit. Thank you guys for watching this. The few people who are here, and I guess we're gonna end this. Nobody joined the Zoom, so we will do this. I guess next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Next
Here's
Saturday?
some more crazy.
Saturday late, man.
Crazy conversations.
Play some LL Cool J. Oh, he did pay attention. Play some LL Cool J. Listen, Adam.
Can I tell you the story? Stop.
No, I play some LL Cool J. We're having another kid.
Okay, no.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay, hold on. Hang on. No.
Can I say?
Nope, you can't say anything. Hold on.
If I had noticed that news article, this would not be happening to me right now. I could be in bed.
Hold on.
Sleeping.
Here we go. Oh, what's up, babe? What's up?
You're so weird.
What's up?
Please stop.
Check it out, baby.
Stop.
You ready?
Stop.
You ready? You don't like the song at all? Nothing?
No.
Nothing? Oh, you don't like it now?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyways. Hang on. After dark party. Yeah. Old Pirate Bourbon is still here. Holy shit. Cheers, After Pirate Bourbon. All right, guys. Anything you want to say to the end of this?
No, I'm ready to go to bed.
Ready to go to bed? That's it?
I'm old.
Yeah, I'm old as shit too, man.
I can't do it
Can you
anymore.
believe we were married this long? Did you ever think we'd be married this long? Ever?
I played the fifth.
Wow, really? Really?
It just marriage is not.
Did you want to marry me?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you crying? Did you not want to marry me?
Well, I wanted to marry you. I'm just laughing because
When did you know you wanted to marry me?
Before the 3 years.
It's getting
We
good, guys.
messed around. We were like dating for 3 years. I wanted to marry you well before 3 years.
Really?
And you just would not. I was like, is this ever? My mom was like, is this going to happen? You're like in love with him. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I told Nicole, I'll say this one last thing, and then we're going to roll the outro here. I did a video where it's called "What are you searching for?"
Yes,
at the bottom of every bottle, which I thought was a really good video. I kind of do like every once in a while like sentimental videos. If you haven't seen it, go to our shorts, look for it. I've got an HD version somewhere where I actually did like a more widescreen one that's not a short version. And there's a small, in fact, you know what?
I'm just going to go make a spot in the floor and go to sleep. I'm so tired.
All right, well, I was going to try to play the video. You know what? I really want to play the video. I want to play the video, and then we're going to go, we'll go to bed. What are you searching for at the bottom? Whiskey Wisdom. Because I want to show you guys something. And I told Nicole this. And she doesn't know, or she didn't know this. And I don't think...
Oh, the video's gone.
What the hell's going on? Why
Go to your channel.
It's literally showing like every video except that one.
Isn't it short?
It was definitely a short. I think it was a picture. There it is. Oh,
No,
can we go to
that's
that one?
not that one.
There it is. All right. Let me move it over here. I don't know if that's gonna play. Let me try. Hang on, guys. Where's the browser? This is gonna have audio. Let me see.
You don't need audio. You see the
Yeah,
video.
all right. It doesn't have the audio, but I want to pause it on one part. So this is the video that I'm talking about. And there's some footage in here. So I have been,
Cool.
Wait, what just, whoa, hold on.
You
What?
scrolled. Go back up.
No, hang on. Let's check out the Hooters chick.
Okay. Have
She's
a
got
nice night.
pigtails.
Good
All right,
night.
hold on. Come back. I mean, what was that? That was like crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but she had pigtails and she was a Hooters chick. All right, so for those of you guys who don't know, I've been recording forever. You guys have no idea the amount of this is me. This is me. When I was like, would you stop rushing me? We're gonna go to fucking bed. Relax.
I'm tired.
Relax. This is actually.
I'm about-
Oh, wait, the Hooters chick is back. I legitimately didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I have footage back from like 1980 of me, and I've got like footage all the way of all my kids up until like now. And so that's me. That was actually with Candace. Remember her? You love Candace, my ex-girlfriend. You love Candace?
I don't know. Continue.
Okay. Oh, you don't want to talk about Candace?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. So hang on. That was me too. So that's Nicole. Look how cute. Oh, look. That's us right here. Look how cute we are. This is my 90s haircut with the parted in the middle.
And I still love you.
They had color video when you were a kid. I know. Tell me about it, Adam. All right. So this, what year was this? This had to be in the 90s.
No. Dude,
What do you
I was
mean,
in
no?
high school in the 90s. I didn't move to Georgia till 2000.
Okay, so early 2000. So 2002, 2003?
2001.
Okay, 2001. Okay, really? You're like yelling at me about 2001 and I said the 90s?
We got married in 2003.
Okay, so early 2000s. And
You still want to put me in like we met in the 90s. It's like, nope.
yeah. And so Shanna was recording this video. Shanna was recording this video.
This was at the
I know where this was. I know. Listen, I know more than you do. Just stop talking. I'm good. I got this. So Shanna was recording this video. fucking like
I don't understand why she would ever be there, but okay.
She was there to play fucking badminton with Steve
Oh,
and all that.
that was that day, yeah.
Yeah. This is in Steve's driveway. And so what I told Nicole was she kisses me, right? And then I do the typical guy thing. I'm like, that's fucking lame. Like, why did you kiss me? Like, right? And she actually says, I love you. Like, I overlay that. Like, her mouth actually...
Like I said, I wanted to marry you.
She legitimately says that, right? And then I give her a look like, oh, that's lame as fuck, right? I'm like, whatever. And then her eyes do that.
Okay.
Are you going to cry?
No, I'm trying to see where you're going with my eyes like that.
I did not, you can clearly see that I did not see her do that. I wasn't looking. I didn't realize, wow, you look Chinese almost. That I didn't realize how, oh, the Hooters chick is back. I didn't realize, now I got to wait for it to play back. I didn't realize how much you loved me in that moment until I saw that from a third party. I didn't realize how much you were in love with me until that moment. And until I saw this like played back from a different perspective, because I didn't see you do that.
Okay.
And so what I was telling you was that if I had known that you had loved me that much back then, all right, I'm going to try to pause it again where you don't look so much Chinese. If I had known back then that you had loved me that much, to make your eyes like do this like whole like, oh, I'm still in love with you. There it is right there. This whole like I'm in love with you thing. And that's Brandon, the guy who like quit this channel. All right, I'm going to go back. If I had known that, where's the main? I would have asked you to marry me back then. Like in fact, I will go so far to say that if I had seen you do that right then, I would have asked you to marry me that day. That day. Did you know that?
No.
That day. I had no idea you were in love with me that much back then. Like, that's like a look of love, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What do you think? Were you that much in love with me back
Yes,
then?
I'm still in love with you
I'm
now.
in love with you right now. Still to this
That's
day?
why to this day we keep talking about how like we're the only ones that can put up with each other's shit.
That's true.
Like you're the only one that can put up with mine. I'm the only one to put up with yours.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we're the only two people that would pretty much tell each other exactly, like, you get mad, like, we're very stubborn people, and we'll say exactly what's pissing us off.
So what if I was at Chick-fil-A and some hot chick started talking to me? Would you go, like, kick her?
Now?
Yeah. Or would
No.
you'd be like, whatever.
Whatever, go to Chick-fil-A.
Wow, really? So I can go talk to hot chicks at Chick-fil-A?
That's kind of creepy, considering they're all like 16.
What do you mean? It's not 16-year-olds only go to Chick-fil-A.
No, I'm saying working.
I wasn't saying working. I'm saying like, okay, fine, like the grocery store.
Have you been to Chick-fil-A at night?
I forget Chick-fil-A. Like I'm
like full of
the
teens.
reason I brought Chick-fil-A up is because I'm fucking hungry. So like I'm at the grocery store and some hot like mom comes up to me and starts talking to me. Would you like shove her cart into her cart and be like, "That's my man"?
No, unless she starts touching you or something weird.
Touching me.
Like, oh, man.
All right. So then, what would you do then?
Like, hi, I'm Nicole. I'm his wife. How are you? What's your name again? How do you know him?
And she was like, "Oh, I just saw him like buying some beans and wanted to talk to
Is
him."
his beans in his shirt?
Beans in his shirt? No, like I
And
like.
it should be like touching you. It's like, are they on him? Because the beans I checked are over there.
So Adam, Major Zero, you've lost a ton of weight. I've lost a ton of weight. I've gained it back. So I hope you continue to lose your weight and keep it off. Does your wife have any kind of nervousness about your new skinny hotness? Does she?
I actually
you laugh, but I bet that's a
when
thing.
you lost all that weight.
Here we go. Here we
I
go,
think that's
Adam. Here we
only,
go.
That's the
Here we
only
go.
time I was extremely jealous because
When I'm skinny, I'm a
because
good.
it went to your head
When I'm skinny, I'm a good-looking dude.
and it went to your head.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but it
I'm
goes
not
to,
wrong.
But it goes to your head.
When I'm skinny, dude.
What do you mean you lie?
When you work your ass off to be skinny, and
Doesn't give you excuse to be all like acting all crazy and
I
stupid.
wasn't acting crazy.
Yes, you were.
She lost a ton of weight too. There you go. So you guys
Good
are both
job.
like skinny dudes together then. So now maybe you're nervous about her going to the grocery store. You're like, why are you going? Why are you going to the
Gotta
gym
get
so
some
much?
beans.
Why? Yeah, why are you buying beans all the time? What's going on? See, Adam, you need to watch out for your wife, man. All skinny now. Y'all are both two skinny
yeah.
people.
The most-
Y'all are new people on the market.
When
And
you,
y'all have to figure out how to keep that relationship
but you know
working.
when I was the most jealous is when
Wait,
you
hang
were
on.
all that skinny.
Dude, wait, hang on. Keep that thought. Dude, losing weight is the biggest thing in the world. It means you control your life. Man, I respect a lot. I was 100 pounds and somehow found 75 back 6 years later, freaking pandemic. Yeah, so Giselle's, I was close to 300 pounds, got down to like 200, went back to 300, went all the way down to 155.
You were too thin.
155, if you can believe it. And now I'm back to this fucking balloon. Twice I've done it. Let me tell you something. Weight loss, for like me at least, I guess I can only speak from my personal experience, is definitely going to be a lifelong problem for me. It is. And the pandemic, I can use that as an excuse all that I want and just be like, oh, I'm going to blame the pandemic. The pandemic definitely wasn't helpful. But, man, I'll tell you what. I used to go jog every other day 10.7 miles. 10.7 miles like it was nothing. I'd put on the music on my iPhone, and I would tell Nicole, I'd be like, I'll be back, and I'd be gone 2 hours. Would I not?
Yep.
And I'd go fucking jog 10.7 miles every other day. How fucking insane is that? I was fucking nuts. Who does that? Who jogs 10.7 miles every other day?
Most of our lives together, most of 20 years, I've always been on the thinner side. Wasn't until I had our fourth.
Yeah.
In the pandemic, I just can't. The weight just was like, and now I'm
It's
like,
tough.
I don't know what to do because I
tough.
never really had a struggle. Of course, now
Yeah.
I don't know if it's age or whatever, and it's going to be twice as hard. I don't know, but when you were at the lowest, the most jealous I ever was, is when you lost all that weight and you went to the UK for work. You were talking about going to Paris. I was pissed. I'm like, you lost all that weight. You get to go to travel, do everything I wanted to do.
That was because of work. That wasn't because I was
I
skinny.
kept thinking, it's like,
That wasn't
look
'cause
how,
I was-
no, but here,
that was
no.
like, I didn't like win a trip because I was
because
skinny. That was like a
I was,
work thing.
because to me, you were thin.
Wait, hang on. That made you more jealous than all the motorcycle chicks dropping all over
Oh,
me?
yes. Because in my mind thinking, look at you. You've lost all this weight. You've got the life, and now you're traveling without me.
I've got the
I
life.
wanted to travel, so I still want to travel so bad.
All
I have
right.
never been anywhere
All right,
other than
let me-
Canada and
Let
St.
me
Kitts.
quell your fears. I didn't have the life, and I'm with you. What is it called? I'm team Nicole. We're not going anywhere. Like,
But here's the thing: I want to travel. That's the thing. It's like
my
my brain is like,
I'm
I
telling you
thought
right
that
now,
the weight
listen,
went to your head.
I'm telling you right now, and the weight probably did go to my head. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to go to London. It is a literal piss hole. It is
Okay,
shit.
but stop.
It is shit.
No. You need to stop that. Because here's the thing. Talking back religion about your experiences. You can't tell somebody who's never seen something, you don't want it because it's a shithole.
No, that's fine.
But here's the thing. Let it be my experience of my shithole experience.
That's fine. We can go there. I'm just telling you right now, it is a literal piss hole.
But here's
It
the
is
thing.
Awful.
But here's the thing. If we travel there, maybe you'll get a better perspective of life in different areas because all we've ever
That's
known
fine.
is here,
That's
even
fine.
our
Well,
kids.
I mean, not me, but maybe you. I'm worldly traveled. I don't know about you. All right, hang on.
I'm
Dude,
not.
losing weight is the biggest. I think we already read this. Yeah, Giselle, I totally agree. Major Zero says, not nervous. Okay, buddy. Okay. Would you think he's got nothing to worry about?
I don't know him that much to know to.
Adam, listen, Adam, I love you, buddy. You're a good friend. Like virtually, I feel like we're a good friend. We rag on each other all the time. We're doing like virtual videos together. What I can tell you is that I hope, like with all my being, I truly hope that you're able to keep it off. As a fat man who has literally done this twice. This is something I've accepted is just going to be something I struggle with my whole life. Like, absolutely. And I've tried so many times to, like, start losing weight again. And I don't know if it's because I'm older now, but I have found that for whatever reason, like the third time that I've gone to lose the weight, it has been categorically more difficult. I don't know if it's because I'm older. I don't know if it's because I'm lazier. I don't know if it's because I'm just like
I have no
complicit with my life and happy with my life.
I just hate
don't
cold
know.
weather.
I don't know.
So I was
Now,
thinking better.
okay, I will say the Georgia summer
It's hot.
has been the worst it's ever been. And I can't even remember how the last time it was
Yeah,
this bad.
if I walk, I want to walk when it's 70.
Yeah.
That's
So-
it. Any other extreme either way, I will not
Yeah,
walk out my
and
front door.
I know that like Matt from ADHD has lost a bunch of weight, and I wish him the best. I hope he keeps it off. But from somebody who has literally done it twice, you know what? In fact, I will show you guys real quick. I will show you guys a picture, and you're gonna freak out. I will show you guys what I got down to. So for the few people who are left, you guys are gonna think that I was dying. You ready for this?
You are too. I weigh now more than you did at your lowest point.
Hang on, let me find this picture. This was when I was at.
Because I'm 5'1", and I'll be brutally honest. I'm at, I think last time I weighed myself.
No, you don't need to announce this shit.
No, but I mean, you just said you're 155 at your lowest.
Yes.
I'm 5'1", I am 170. So imagine had me this short and then him then stretching up and making it 155. You were too thin. Like
Okay.
if I lose weight, I want to be 130.
All right, are you guys ready? All right, I gotta remove all these pictures back. I've moved like a ton of pictures. And by the way, Adam, you totally missed out on our whole conspiracy. Look at that picture, hon. Look at that. All right,
I've seen that picture.
let me move over. Dude, that's me. Dude, do I not look like I have some kind of fucking cancer? I look like this was me at my peak. This was this was 10.7 miles every other day, Matt. I was fucking jogging every day. This shirt was probably a size small.
No, I think it was a medium. I don't think you ever owned a
You
small
got it.
suit.
You got to rag on me about a medium and a
No,
small.
I'm just saying.
You got to just hit me in the balls.
No.
You
I'm
can't
just
give
saying,
me. You
I
can't
know
give me
our
a
club.
small shirt.
I am too honest.
I think that was a medium. Bitch. Look. I got an iPhone charger in there. That's clear. This was in my office. Oh, hang on. Adam just texted me. God damn, Adam. Holy fuck, dude.
Wow. You know,
Jesus, Adam.
you lost.
You look like the fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. He's skinny now. He can
I
take
know.
that.
Still.
God damn, Adam.
Matt.
All right, is Adam more attractive there or now?
Looks better.
If you had to pick an Adam to sleep with,
Oh my God.
would
This
you,
is
would you
this is-
sleep?
No.
No, hang on. Would you
I'm
sleep?
not answering the
Would
question.
you rather sleep with that
It's
Adam?
not appropriate.
It is appropriate. Would you?
No.
Would you like look?
I am not going to answer questions.
Would you
It's not-
sleep with that
Hey,
Adam,
Matt.
or would you sleep with Adam now?
I'm not answering questions. It's not appropriate.
I tried Adam. Adam, Jesus Christ, dude. Anyways, this is me. This was 2015, according to the date of the
Yeah, I was
photo.
going to say, because I had Taylor right before you started that job.
So this was when I first started with.
You started in 14 because...
Don't say the company name. This is when I first started with a new company.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying you started in 14 because that Christmas my mom had to come visit because I had 3 kids and just had the youngest at the time and we were out of the country for 2 weeks.
This is where I am now. So, and listen, that has been multiple times I've gotten down to that. And Adam, I wish you the best, man. I really do. I do to my wife, marry me when I was at my lowest weight. Yeah, see, that's a bummer. Like, if you snag the hot chick when you're skinny, and then you balloon. So if you had married me when I was, see, you married me when I was fat, right? So just is that Giselle's? Can you pronounce that?
Giselle's.
So Giselle's, I married her when I was fat.
And
So
you married me when I was skinny.
and I married her when she was skinny, and now I'm fat. And
I was like a size 4.
yeah, I mean, you all saw the picture of her. So
what I would give.
So I had the advantage of knowing that she
6
would
now.
love me when I was fat anyways. I think you just saw like the opportunity that I was going to be like super rich.
Honestly, it never crossed my brain.
Really? You didn't,
I
see
don't
any-
marry for money.
Oh, bullshit. Women marry for opportunity.
No.
You
Never
literally
crossed my brain.
So you're going to marry me if we lived in a cardboard
Yep.
box. And I had a little candle, and I bought some
Yep.
beans,
Yep.
and I was like, let's heat up our beans with a
Yep.
candle, and you would have been like, I'm going to
Yep.
marry you. So all of this that I've provided is just
Bonus perks.
bonus perks. Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
That just like
Because
totally,
marriage isn't about, it's like for better or worse. You
I'm
know?
telling you, for men it is. Like for men, we like to provide and be appreciated for that. And so like I feel like I've clawed out of this like dark hole, and I don't know.
We gotta wrap.
all right.
I think I just saw the monitor.
All
start
right, hang
going.
on. Let's catch up on the chat real quick. So was 340 a little year ago, now I'm 195ish. That's amazing, Adam. I don't think I ever got to 340. I don't think I'm 340 now. I haven't weighed myself in a while. I don't think I'm 340 though. That's fucking huge, dude. That's fucking huge. Dude, I'm in the same boat. Yeah. Giselle, I've just come to accept that it's going to be something I struggle with my whole life. It really is. It really is. I'm hoping that like I'm at the point now where I just hope technology catches up with this and I can get like an mRNA shot and they're like, you're skinny now, and then in like a month I'm
I
skinny.
still will never take it.
Well, you're not fat. I'll fucking take it all
I'm
day long.
fat.
I'll give you
I'm
like,
overweight.
I'll give you
Ask
like
my
9.
doctor. I
Dude,
am
listen,
overweight.
You got fucking mRNA skinny shots.
I'm not getting
Shoot
mRNA.
me up
Nope.
everywhere, man. Shoot me
You're
in the tummy.
crazy.
Shoot me in the face. Shoot me in the
You
nose.
are crazy.
Yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. I miss being skinny because like
I miss being
my
skinny
clothes,
too.
my
but I'm not
clothes-
taking an mRNA
my clothes
shot.
feel better.
No
like,
way,
Women
you're
talk to
crazy.
me. She didn't say anything. All right. No hopping site, but every day is a new day. I'm seeing the people who are successful managing their weight on whiskey too, but it's definitely an inspiration. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I need to do something. I'm definitely unhealthy.
Oh,
I can acknowledge that I'm unhealthy. I need to fix this. I want to be alive for my kids. I've got too many damn kids. I don't know. I need to do something. I am too handsome to be worried. She laughed. My wife agrees. You're handsome, Adam. Look, she's snorting.
Snorted.
Oh shit. Oh shit. She did the I'm attracted to you snort. Holy shit. This is my second time losing weight. Yeah. See, so same with you, man. Gonna be permanent this time. I remember saying that too. In fact, I remember the second time that I lost all the weight, I had her send all my fat clothes to Goodwill, and I was like, this is it, man. I'll never go back. And now I'm back, and I had to buy new fat clothes. So I hope so, buddy. I hope so. Yeah, age maybe is true. Do you ever
I'm
feel
pushing
like
50,
when you
so
have it
yeah.
under control that you just want to feel normal and just have some drinks, live right without thinking about it? Unfortunately, yes, absolutely. I think it's just like a constant mental gymnastics of like wanting to enjoy life, because like the people who are just naturally skinny, they don't understand like how difficult it is, like as a person who's experienced like fat skinny, how like I remember when I was losing weight, I think when I got down to 155, I was dieting for probably 2 years. And what I can tell you is 100% of the time of those 2 years, I was always starving.
But here's the thing, and you
Always.
actually talked about having plastic surgery at that time because you lost the weight in such a way you had excess
Yeah.
skin, and you weren't sure if you're like.
Yeah. So this was actually a thing, and I've never talked about this before. And it's kind of embarrassing to talk about, but I had lost so much weight that my skin actually didn't like tighten up enough, and so I was even more depressed that I had lost the weight. So let me go back to this. So even in this picture here, like I look skinny, but like this was like saggy areas of like skin, right? So it was like you've done the work. You've taken 2 years to lose the weight, and you still look like shit with your shirt off. And that is a horrible
And
thing
you were doing
mentally.
weight because you were still
Yeah.
you were doing weightlifting.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. So post this picture. You're right.
And
Hang on.
he was extra huge weights and
Yes.
stuff, and like it's still never been.
I forgot about that. So and I don't want to find the picture because it'll take too long. But post that picture. I started working out with a friend of mine where I was like literally working out. I would jog one day, and then I'd go work out, and then I would jog, work out, jog, work out, jog, work out. And it was literally work. And I got to probably the beefiest I've ever been in my life. Like I've seen pictures where I was actually arm wrestling somebody, and like my forearm and biceps were like fucking. I remember seeing that picture and I was like, God damn, I was fucking huge. And so I was doing that to try to fix like the skin issues, but like
it didn't.
it never really got to that point. Now I didn't get like Schwarzenegger huge, but
Like you see people like these ads for weight loss, and they're like show all this huge belly, and all of a sudden they're like an 8-pack, and I'm like, I don't think they had an 8. There must be something because it's like, and they're like older than you. I'm like, how on earth? What did you do with all that skin?
Well,
I mean,
it's-
everyone.
yeah, but see, it's like different people's bodies. It depends on like your age. If you're younger, your skin can probably retract better, and it also depends on how many times you've like bounced back and forth. Like if your skin stretches, shrinks, stretches, shrinks, stretches, shrinks, then it's not going to be like as elastic as it was. So, yeah, but it's a huge thing that's not really like talked about. Is like people go through this struggle, and it is a mental struggle of losing the weight, and then they still look like shit with their shirt off. And so it was like, fuck, man. I busted my ass off. I'm jogging every fucking night. Dude, I used to have to wear, like...
those compression
yeah,
shorts?
I'm telling you guys, like 10.7 miles, that's not a joke. That's literally what I would do. And I had to buy from Amazon, like, these really tight compression shirts to keep my skin, like, stable when I would go jog. Like, because otherwise it would, like, rub on my shirts from all the skin. And I would get, like, I don't know, like, skin... What is it called? Like skin rashes from like rubbing on the shirts? Dude, it is... Even when I was skinny, I was still miserable. So it was like, fuck, man. Anyways, we've talked about this way too long. All right, hang on. We're wrapping up. Realization is not possible. Major 0% chance I'm clicking on that link. I take a ton of pills that help with skin tighten. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. All right, that's it, man. I'm done. I'm fucking tired. We're going to roll the outro. Anything you want to say? Conclude? Are you happy you married me?
Yes.
Are you happy with our family?
Yes.
Are you happy with how I've provided?
Yes.
And do you think Adam is more attractive now or back when he was
Why are you stuck on
I'm just asking. Is he more attractive now or when he was Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man?
The reason I'm not answering because you keep calling. I don't like when people do that. I don't.
That's
I
an
don't.
easy answer. You're a
I
female.
don't.
Is he more attractive now or when he was Stay Puffed Marshmallow
Every
Man?
person, when they usually lose a lot of weight,
what
look
an
more
answer.
attractive.
So
But
he's more attractive now.
All the men I know
Uh-huh.
that have got a diet have looked more attractive. Same thing with women, men and women both. When they lose the weight, they
I
look
got
more
you. I
attractive.
got you. Oh, there's more chat. There's more chat. Don't always know what the right answer is, but all you've been there before makes you here we are today. So good or bad, your journey helps you. I'm struggling so hard to read this with your channel and your relationship and understanding people. Hang on, let me reread that again. I don't always know what the right answer people has been there. I'm happy to be here. Cheers, old power bourbon. I appreciate that. So you're saying that I was more attractive when
I
No,
thought
hang
we're
on.
ending this.
You said that people are more attractive when they're skinnier. So you're less attractive to me now?
No,
Oh,
you're my husband.
oh.
You're attractive now.
So I can be 900 pounds and you have to, and I have to be like this, and I can't put my arms down.
But here's the
and you have
thing.
to like roll me into
I
bed,
have to-
and you'll still be attracted to me.
I would not be happy with you that you get to 900 pounds. Because that's just complete gluttony. Gluttony is not attractive
Oh shit!
to anybody.
So if I get to the point where I can't put my arms down because I'm so fat,
That's just a horrible place
like
to be.
if my arms are like if I have to get to like here because my stomach's so big, then you'll be like, "Hey, buddy."
Okay, can we please move on?
All right, well, say bye. Say bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Cheers. Please.
What a crazy after hours sleep this has been.
I'm starting to get to that like
All right, I'll tell you what.
delusional, like I need sleep.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you click on the outro. Wait, hang on. We got one more chat. Adam says night. All right, go right here and click on the outro, and then I'll end it. I'll let you do it.
Everybody, cheers.
Wait, hang on. As soon as you click, it's gonna end it. Cause
Okay, so I'm saying goodbye to everybody.
As soon as you click on that, our mics get cut.
Okay.
Okay, so good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm gonna let you
Cheers.
do it. You gonna do it?
Yep. Cheers.